Are we live? I don't see us live.
Yeah, give it a second. Okay, go.
Boom, just takes out the camera.
So are we live? We're live.
Says we're live. We gotta check the volume.
All right.
All these ads. Test.
Yeah, because I put the microphone in.
Wow, can do everything, I guess.
Okay.
Except why was it echoing? It was
All
just
right,
echoing.
we're live, guys. It's gonna be probably a slow stream. Jesse Correa is already here talking about a calf kick night.
Calf kick night.
Don't be weird, Jacob.
That's the new podcast name.
Jacob, please don't be weird. It's too early for that.
Calf kick night.
What's up, Joey? How you doing, bud? Did you guys watch our interviews this week? We got Dean Thomas, big time interview. My buddy Parker Porter. Parker and I go. I used to manage Parker, and then at one point I said, I told everybody, guys, I can't manage you anymore. I'm just way too busy with real life. And then only Nick stuck around. Nick's like, I don't want anybody else to manage me. I trust you. And I was like, dude, I don't have the time for this.
Did you see him almost clock that dude, that backflip?
Jesse liked the interview. Mohammed, how are you? Yeah, thank you. So you're watching us through a conference room camera. So this is my media room in my house. And the problem with doing live streams is back in the day, you just have to be strange. Early on when we were doing live streams, it was either Jacob had to do it at his house, I had to do it at my house. We could never do them together, so we went out and bought a conference room camera and set it up.
Oh, there's PFL tonight too?
Yeah, that's what that TV is.
Oh my God, what a setup here, huh?
Don't tell them that's nice because then they'll stop sending money.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, this TV is only like a 50, so.
Joe Todoro said both interviews went real well. I enjoyed them. I have two TVs, one for Bellator. Yeah, we have that same setup.
What was the best question that was asked on the interview? That's what I'm.
In my opinion?
No, that's in the chat. People in the chat.
There's a couple good. What's up, Bearded Ninja? How are you? Yeah, we're going to do, Jesse, we'll do these for UFC. So when it's just Jacob and I, it's easy to do this. Like this setup's pretty easy.
Yeah, make sure that, ask them how the volume is.
How's the volume? Can you hear both of us?
They'll let you know.
When it's just Jacob and I, this type setup's super easy. The problem is for pay-per-views, my neighbor wants to come over, my cousin wants to come over, and all of a sudden I have like 6-7 people in here, and I can't tell all of them, hey, do me a favor and shut the hell up, and we have to watch the fights on mute because we're live streaming. So that's why tonight worked out. Fight nights, I imagine we'll do this for the fight nights, right? Unless Jacob gets himself a girlfriend, and then that's it.
I'm just real busy, so
Jacob
really, really tough to call.
Jacob gets himself a girlfriend, we're good.
We can always hear Jacob. I'm not sure how to take that. I'm very subdued. Normally, I'm the one yelling.
I should do it. You know what, Jesse? I should do a cover charge because not only does everybody come over.
Oh, here we go. I'm the one that pays for the pay-per-view.
Oh, I don't care about that.
I feed everyone. They steal all my candy.
So you're just gonna do that stupid voice and go through every list?
They steal all my candy. They use my plumbing. Sometimes they shower. They use my
First of all,
soap.
they do sometimes shower, and water is not free in Texas.
I love this guy. What's this guy's name?
Mauro Ranallo.
He's
from Pride.
Like the parade?
Mm-hmm.
Are his glasses tinted, or does it just look that way?
I'm sure they're tinted to get rid of the reflection. Otherwise, the spotlight on them. Wow. Come on, Jacob. God. This is your industry now. We're in that industry now.
I know. Dean said he's going to take us to ESPN. He sent me my plane ticket. I don't know if you got one or.
Yeah, which interview did you guys like better? And they were very different because Dan is friends with Dean and knows him from back in the day at least.
Do you think he dyes his hair?
So of course. So they had that dynamic, and I thought that interview was really cool because they talked about back in the day. I mean, right out of the gate, Dean was like, Dan, you remember we would fight at the War Memorial?
Big John's put on some weight.
I mean, haven't we all?
No,
And
unfortunately, we haven't. Unfortunately, we haven't all.
So I thought that side was interesting. And then Parker's interview was good. I couldn't, after we hung up, so after I ended the interview, then I asked him like real questions, like, so what's your plan? You know,
Don't
because
tell him.
I'm not going to tell anybody what his plan was.
I'll tell you. If you donate,
Yeah.
if you're a part of his, who's it, Chase Sherman? If somebody in Chase Sherman's camp is here right now, I'm willing to divulge the whole game plan for a price.
Well, you don't even know it. So.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I know. For a price. And I'm not going to tell you what the price is. So you just got to keep sending money until I decide it's enough. And then I will divulge the entire game plan.
What's up, Josh?
Imagine
Hold on.
Parker's watching right now. He's like, oh, no.
Hold on. Josh with like a ton of betting tips. So this has been a crazy week for me. I didn't dig into him too much, but I'm definitely going to take a look and see. Where are you guys? I'm in North Carolina. We are in Frisco, or right outside of Frisco, Texas, just a little north of Dallas. I'm from Connecticut. Jacob's from Indiana, but we currently live in Texas.
There's Sabah.
Sabah.
And you know him
5
as well?
and 5 on PS. Yeah, I know Sabah. Me, Dan. Well, Dan and Sabah are like legit, like very, very good friends. And I just know Sabah from getting him some fights back in the day.
His name is really just Magomedov?
Magomedov.
So they have their Magomedov, and then they have just Magomedov?
Yeah.
What a world.
Yeah, so we're just going to watch the Bellator fights, hang out, talk about them. PFL is on the other screen. We'll talk about both. Nothing fancy. This is just a super casual. Yep. Gino. We have PFL on the other screen here. So we'll just hang out and talk about both. This isn't like a super formal fancy thing. Just literally having some drinks, hanging out.
Clink, clink, clink.
I know. I have ice in here. I don't know how loud it is, but nothing crazy.
What are you drinking? That's the rosé?
Listen, I'm not gonna pretend. So here's my favorite drinks. On a super hot day, I like beer, but I don't drink beer very often because I get super full and just heavy, you know.
Right.
I love whiskey, but if I drink a lot of whiskey, my heart gets like pounds and I get like hot and I don't sleep
Just
at
real
night.
quick, I still think that Bellator has the best entrances of anyone.
They're much more theatrical.
Yeah, I love the ramp down. They're already good to go, so it's not like they stop. They just go straight from the entrance to the cage. I like it. But yeah, come back to daiquiris.
So let me finish that and then I'll answer some of these chat questions. So I like vodka. Vodka I could drink straight up, no problem. Tequila, I've been drinking on the rocks. My friend put me onto that. But my go-to drink is wine. This is actually a giant 32-ounce Yeti full of white wine and ice. And all my friends give me a hard time and break my balls. But at the end of the day, wine, it's like 17%, 18% alcohol. So like they're pounding Bud Lights and calling me a sissy when I have 4 times the alcohol in my drink than they do. So it's ridiculous. And UConn football.
No, Indiana football is actually legit now.
Yeah, UConn football. UConn football is legit now. They're a D1. They just suck. But it's a new program. They've only been a program
Indiana's
for a few
actually
years.
like decent now.
No,
they should have went to the what was it? What happened? The Big Ten championship. They changed the rules so Ohio State would go to the Big Ten championship instead of Indiana because it would be better for everyone. Because then Ohio State could win that, and then Ohio State could play for the national championship or whatever. But literally, Indiana, they literally changed the rules so IU couldn't go.
Won't do that. I'm blocking a lot of you with the.
That's okay.
Take care. Which main event, Brittany? We're watching Bellator and.
If you guys are wondering, I'm not wearing pants. That's why we got to keep the questions up.
And UFC. I'm going with Bellator and PFL. I have not done the amount of research for this that we do for UFC. So this is just gut. But I'm going with Gegard Mousasi over Salter in Bellator. And Danny Boy is picking against Rory McDonald in
oh my God. I thought you were about to say
PFL.
I thought you were about to say Saba or what's his name?
Sabah.
Sabah. I thought you were about to say Dan.
He's not gonna. They're legit. Like
I know. That's why I was like, wait, what? I was like, are you supposed to divulge that information?
Josh likes Franklin, Koreskov, Mousasi, and Magomedov. So Gino said whiskey has health benefits.
And I want to see my children grow up, so I don't drink. I'm just drinking.
Okay. Sure.
Antioxidant buy. So.
Jesse asked about our thoughts on McDonald. I think Rory McDonald.
Listen, I love the number 2.
What?
They asked Big McDonald's.
No,
I think the number 2 is.
You're so weird during these live streams. Like you get weirder.
Yeah, I mean,
you like don't know how to act.
No, especially because I don't know what the hell's going on here.
We have to watch on mute.
I know. That's what makes it.
Anyway, Jesse asked what I think about McDonald. I think the problem with McDonald is he's been in too many wars. The first fight's getting underway here.
Do you have a timer?
I don't have a timer, but I can put it on the screen.
The first round just started.
Gwerder versus Bestaev.
There's 449, 448.
No, that's just brutal.
No, I'm just gonna do it for at least 5 seconds. I know where we're at. 432, 442, 441.
Gwerder versus Bestaev.
You put on the screen what we're doing.
Sure as hell am.
Wow, look at that program, huh?
Oh, and let me do Bellator.
Amazing. Who do you guys have in this fight? Middleweights, 185. No idea. I'm gonna take the guy in the red.
Ray Cooper winning PFL. Dan does. Dan put that bet. If you watched the betting breakdown from last weekend, he had Ray Cooper pretty early. So I don't know why I didn't get to talk to him about it. He's been stupid busy, but he also has Ray Cooper winning. You guys, PFL is interesting. So first of all, there's no elbows allowed in PFL. Did you know that?
Of any kind? Oh my god!
No elbows in PFL. In this
I said the guy in red, the guy with red gloves.
You're such a.
I called this.
I don't know how people.
I called this.
I have no idea how people.
Red gloves dominating.
But
yeah. So no elbows of any kind, not like just no grounded elbows, but
no elbows. But I think it's because it's tournament style.
They don't want people
and
to get
you get
open.
Sliced up and you're screwed.
That's a good, that's a good idea. You know what I didn't? You know what we didn't ask Dean that I wanted to ask about?
Your buddy with 29 amateur fights. That would have been a good question. Instead of just going pro,
that
which
would
is
have been great.
have your buddy call into the show and we'll talk to him because somebody needs to tell him to go pro. You're putting your body
at the end of the
through
year.
all that crap.
I think he said at the end of the year.
And the amateur fights he's doing don't even seem to be modified rules.
No, it's full on, I think.
Yeah, so then why are you putting yourself through that for no benefit?
Well, he was a wrestler his whole life, and then with jiu-jitsu as well, I think he just wanted to be comfortable striking. And I think that's why he did the Golden Gloves thing as well. I think nobody wants to go in there and feel uncomfortable. So if he didn't feel comfortable with the striking, he wanted to make sure he got to a point where he felt comfortable with the striking. But the thing I wanted to ask Dean about was like the one rules with like kicking and knees to grounded opponents. Because there's a lot of fighters that like that.
Those are pride rules too.
Yeah, a lot of fighters like that because people can't stall on the ground. Because a lot of people just stall on the ground, but if you can get kneed in the head while you're on the ground, a lot of people are quicker to get back to their feet. I
mean, I love pride, but it was a little brutal.
Yeah, I wouldn't do like the full on kicks, but I think like
soccer kicks. And
I think like just knees, like when someone's like just holding their grounded position against the fence, where they just have like the one hand and two hands down, they're just holding there and holding it there. Like, they're not going to stay there if they get kneed in the head.
Well, that's why they modified the rules to say one hand down is not grounded.
Right.
Two has to be. Because people would play that game when they would have one hand.
You're able to knee in those situations.
It's such a vulnerable position. Like, you're talking about the few times where people play the game, but you have to protect the fighters against the other times where they're working to get up and just get kicked in the mouth like a soccer ball. Like, that is bad. Like real bad.
I think the guy with red gloves is a little tired.
Yeah, he definitely is. Gwerder versus Bestaev.
Gwerder.
How often do you guys on the stream? How often do you guys watch PFL and Bellator?
I actually
consistently.
Watch it. Like if I'm home on a Friday night and I see it on, I'll watch it.
What's funny is
put on a good production.
Listen, I love Bellator. And that's at Mohegan Sun. That's in Connecticut.
I know.
I've been to that arena 1,000 times.
Me too.
So,
oh no, I was at the convention center.
And I'm surprised.
Oh my god, look at this!
Yeah, real turn of the tide here.
What was that?
Turn of the tide.
Yeah, the tide's turning. I don't think you turn the tide.
No, you turn the tide.
The tide turns on its own. You don't do anything to do that. You can't move the moon.
Maybe you can't.
Stream height, just a random clip. You can't move. You can't move the moon. Like, what the hell are they talking about?
Your stupid Indiana accent. So I love Bellator, and I've managed fighters for 15 freaking years, and as
like right there, knee him right in the head, boom, dead.
No, as a manager in Connecticut, I had so many people fight for Bellator, so many, and they do an awesome job. Well, because Bellator runs their show, like the undercard is filled with local fighters, and the main card is like one local fighter, and then that's the rest of the TV. So
the crowd's always pumped.
It's not like UFC. Like UFC goes to a city, they try to get somebody from that city, but they don't care.
Yeah.
Bellator, if you watch Bellator, by the time you get to the main card, half of the crowd is left because everybody was there for their friends and family for the undercard. So Bellator they run it like a small show and a big show, so it's pretty cool. But I've done so much with them for so many years.
Same.
I'll always have a soft spot for Bellator.
Me too. If I was going to make my pro debut, it would probably be in Bellator.
The problem with Bellator, like the good thing is the pay is decent or miserable. Some of these undercard fighters are making $1,500. Or Nick Newell is
that in cryptocurrency just today.
See? Like Nick Newell is making, so Jesse just asked, what's the payout for better fighters? So I'm not going to tell you what Nick's making. That wouldn't be fair to Nick, but obviously I manage him. I did that contract. But Nick is making way more money than he would be making in the UFC. Way more. Way more. Like not even close. Even Sabah, who is like very entertaining. It's Sabah. He's very entertaining. Oh. He'll never be a champion. He's just not going to, he's going to lose those type fights, but he's a ton of fun, comes out there, bangs. Sabah makes stupid good money. Stupid good money. And what's really cool about Bellator too is, they're flexible. So Nick gets one check regardless of win or lose. So everybody else is show money, win money. And if you saw Ngannou, what was that really bad judge? Oh, the Miranda Maverick judge decision.
Yeah.
After that, Ngannou was like, the pay model isn't fair. Miranda Maverick just got screwed out of half of her pay because the judges are idiots. That's not fair to her. Right. So he went on and on about that. But with Nick gets flat pay. So we were able to negotiate. He gets this much money, win or lose, which is nice. In the UFC, unless you're a champ, they'll tell you to eat it.
Right. You gotta earn it. Oh, this guy's got I didn't realize he had the AKA on his shorts too.
And that was the other thing. You can get sponsors in Bellator. So if you
look at all this sponsorship availability on this guy's trunks. Did he literally forget to put his trunks on because those look like they're underwear? No,
it's the sponsor industry has dried up. Once the UFC got rid of sponsors,
you couldn't sell it for
$20. He would be, but then you're devaluing yourself. Literally,
yeah, but at least you're
dude. I've had Dan Kramer, for example. We've got offered money in the past, let's say $300. He'd be like, "No, I'd rather get nothing than accept that guy's $300 because Xbox. If I accept that guy's $300, then that's what that price is from now on." And he's not wrong. As a manager, I'm like, take anything you can get. But as the fighter, it's like, yes, you're 100% right.
These guys are just beat tired.
I mean, they're going at it. This is a high pace.
We should have dropped some We Want picks on this guy's trunks. Maybe some CommandoCooks.com, huh?
We Want picks is actually, that's not a terrible idea. Put it out there. Anybody who doesn't have sponsors,
if you're imagine just right across his ass.
$100 if you're on a televised fight. $100. Yeah. Well, if you go look at any of my old fighters' shorts, it's WeWantFights.com across their butt or crotch. Because We Want Fights, that was the domain for the management company. I've now forwarded.
I've never seen someone faint a question mark kick. I'm pretty sure he just fainted Like did this like real fast, but like only brought it halfway up.
I think he bailed on it halfway through. Is what happened.
These guys are going at it. This is a hell of a fight.
This is a good fight.
This is the main card.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a great fight for the main card.
The PFL main card doesn't start for 40
he
minutes.
just ate a head kick.
Let me just double check my phone here.
He's exhausted. There's still 2 minutes left in this round. Oh. Hands on low. This guy's about to throw a knee. Send him straight to hell.
You're an idiot.
That's from that line is from, which I didn't realize that nobody likes this movie, but I absolutely love it. Is Wild Wild West.
Jim West, Desperado,
Rough
Rider.
No, you don't want you don't want
none of this. Gun run of this.
Because he says when he spoiler alert if somebody hasn't seen
Wild
Wild West,
if someone hasn't seen the 2001 action extravaganza Wild Wild West,
but it's when he Loveless mows down all his own soldiers with that contraption.
I mean, you know their names and stuff.
Yeah. And the guy with the one ear is like laying in the water because he wasn't quite dead, and he's talking to him because he just betrayed him. He's like, "You go straight to hell."
So Bellator, we have
he's checking oil. Look, he's checking oil.
Bogdanov versus Martinez. So people in the chat had Martinez, but it looks like he's losing this fight.
He's just getting mauled.
That TV's not a great angle, is it?
It is a little
What am I supposed to do, though?
Well, you made fun of me, and
you had that ridiculous arm. The TV would stick 4.5 feet off the wall.
It's stuck like this far off.
Okay.
Look at that.
I might actually have to change the bracket on that. Yeah, but if we had people saying,
don't chase the guillotine. Don't chase it. Don't chase it. Don't chase it.
You're talking about PFL?
Yeah. That's like the worst. Like, because he wouldn't even. I could see chasing a guillotine if a guy's like down deep on your legs and you know you're going to get taken down anyway. Like Connor. Like Connor knew I'm probably going to get taken down anyway. His neck's here. Let me try and jump the guillotine. But that guy was in no danger of getting taken down and tried to dig for a guillotine.
Tide Ride. Thank you for the subscription.
So at that point, it's like, what are you doing? Like, you could get out of this situation.
I'm a big – so not back in the day, but like when Ricardo Laborio was still part of American Top Team and when Dan was still fighting, so I guess we're going back like 6, 7, 8 years, we would always – a fight weekend is like boring as hell and full of memories. You know what I mean? Like the entire time is sit in a hotel room and do nothing, then cut your weight. After you make weight, you go get a nice big meal, then you hang out in the hotel room, and the next day you hang out in the hotel room. So the highlights are the meal and stuff like that. The after the fight meal and the after the weigh-in meal is like where you build all the memories. But anyway, I remember Ryan Quinn and Dan Kramer were fighting on the same Bellator card. Ricardo Laborio and Cattell Kubis were cornering. And then after the fights, we're in the hotel room just hanging out. And Ricardo Laborio is like, he has been in MMA for 100 years. And just hearing him and talking to him is amazing because this was like 6, 7, 8 years ago. And he was like, guard jiu-jitsu and MMA is useless now. It's useless. He's like, you're not going to. They drop him?
That was a head kick. I don't know if he was down or not. It was just like the Gloria DePaula one, where it's like right when he was standing up, he got clobbered.
Oh, the illegal.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he was saying that guard jiu-jitsu is not really a thing in MMA anymore, and he trains everybody. Do not ever pull guard with a guillotine.
Yeah.
And if you get taken down, don't work towards guard. Work back to your feet.
It's gonna bust it up.
He is busted up. That's your boy.
No, I said the guy in red from the beginning. Oh, triangle.
Jesse wants to know where your We Want Picks gear is. After I said nobody's throwing up a triangle from guard.
They don't have any smalls. Transition to an armbar, right?
We don't have women meeting.
Transition to an armbar?
Jacob just had, like we have to buy our own stuff. Like I don't have a printing press.
You know what's funny is I had like $100 and some worth of, like I bought like one of everything. I think 2 of like one shirt. And I went to the checkout, and my card wasn't saved because I was doing it on my phone, wasn't saved.
Wow.
And I didn't want to go out to my car to get my wallet. So look at this. What's going on here? He's avoiding
That's an armbar. He's turning it into an armbar.
Yeah, but you can't.
Hey, there's too much space. Look at all the space between there. See, way too much space. Joe Todoro said Radvanov has not type of on top defense, bro. I know you speak English.
He says he changed it to has no type.
I saw this. Yeah.
Shoulder strikes from the top. There you go. Those are fun.
There's your tough Hawaiian. I'm judging by the leg tattoo.
He definitely won this fight if he just holds on.
What's next week's UFC?
That's
Cannonair.
Yeah.
Versus. So we'll do this for that, right? You'll be around next Saturday night.
There's some good matchups on that card. There's
I know there are. I started to do the website for. First of all, my buddy Parker Porter versus Chase Sherman.
My buddy
mm-hmm.
Clay Guida is fighting.
He's gonna
which was actually
Dan went the other way with
that. And Dean was pretty high on Clay versus Mark Madsen. Even when he found out he's an Olympic wrestler, he's like Clay's just tough, man. He won't get. He won't go for the takedown.
I think Dean was just like
trying to be nice.
Yeah, yucking it up in the conversation. Dan did like research specifically on that fight, and we told Dean ahead of time.
And if you guys didn't watch the video, Dan literally said that's my lock of the week, not mine. Dan said, speaking for himself, that he made a lock this week against Clay Guida.
Like, listen, and Dan's logic was that Clay Guida is by far the better striker, where Madsen, right?
Yeah. Mark Madsen.
Madsen gasses and has terrible striking. So if Clay Guida can avoid the takedowns, stay busy, use his gas tank, and keep coming forward.
Inverted triangle. I go for the inverted triangle here.
What are the odds on that fight? I should take a look.
The Clay Guida?
Yeah.
He was only like because I was surprised.
Oh, it wasn't as
plus,
big.
Like a plus. I think it's like a plus 160 or something.
Because that'd be that 3.5 bet I love so much that Jim from softball despises.
Joe
Todoro said he heard that Gwerder, the dude on bottom, is dating Casey O'Neill from the UFC.
Interesting.
That is interesting.
Gwerder? Gwerder? No, the guy that's on top.
No, he said Gwerder. Oh, yeah, on top is, yeah.
Yeah. Because it's confusing because it says red. But
it's the gloves, yeah.
That's what
I do like.
That's what I love. The fact about Bellator is that so I can't remember if I think the UFC changed it.
UFC does short color,
but they didn't. They used to not do anything forever. They did nothing. They would just have the names. So if
I don't think so.
We've argued about this before. I know for 100% fact because I would watch the UFC early on and I wouldn't know the fighters and I would literally have to wait until like something happened where they said like this person's doing something and I can match it to the name to figure out who was fighting. Because if I tuned into a fight in the middle of a round, I had no idea who was who. Now they finally put the shorts color or whatever. But that's one thing I always loved about Bellator is you can be like, okay, I don't know anything about this, but this person's the red, this person's the blue, and that's how I know. But the UFC early on was like you never knew who was who. Now, obviously, being like an expert, I know every single fighter. I know all their Instagrams, everything going on.
Yeah, no, you're very.
But back then, I was just baby Jake hanging out.
Back then, you were baby Jake. Now you're
hanging out at Angelo's.
Definitely not baby Jake now.
Sitting on the floor.
Definitely now you're not baby Jake. All right, so this fight's over in Bellator. That was an awesome fight. Gwerder lost. Came out hot. This is probably 20...
did you see it?
Yeah, I didn't see his hands, though.
I think he was up. I honestly don't know. He could. I mean, with these highlights.
The second TV needs to be in the front of the room and not on the side. Huh? You have a better angle than I do of that.
I was watching this.
No, I know. I'm just saying in general. But I think...
you want to come sit right here?
No. I think in Bellator, Gwerder lost the 29-28 decision. Won that first round, gassed, and then it showed.
Wait, you think the guy on the right now won?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Absolutely.
No.
29-28.
No.
We betting?
I don't think so.
Are we betting?
Huh?
Are we betting?
No, because I'm confused about what I saw.
I saw Hawaiian.
Because I was watching this a little bit, so maybe I missed something, but
29-28. Are we on Cooper tonight? Yes, Hilario. We are all on Cooper tonight.
Who won this fight, guys?
And keep in mind, Hilario, for UFC, we put in literally, I can't even quantify how many hours of research. This is a much more casual. I did not do enormous amounts of research for Bellator or PFL. We're just hanging out watching fights. So we're on Ray Cooper. We're on, yeah, well, he raised his hand, so yeah. We're on Ray Cooper, but not like our normal stuff.
We just want Sabah to win.
Which is a really...
Did I say it right?
Sabah, yeah. Really tall task.
It's a split decision. He's got the big card.
That makes no sense. It's the same size of piece of paper no matter what.
No, he has the small note. He does the same thing that Bruce Buffer has his note card. So he knows the names are. But if it's a split decision, he has to bring in the whole...
Hey, told you, my man, pots and pans.
Look, he shook his head. Look at him. He doesn't even think he won.
I watched it while drinking, and I thought he won.
Look, he's like, I didn't win this fight.
Dude,
look
I don't know
how
didn't he win the fight? He dropped that dude. He dropped that dude with the head kick. Dropped him back.
He got dominated in the first round.
Okay.
And he won the third. He was on top the entire third round.
And he was in a triangle, and then he was in an armbar, and then he was in a triangle again.
Wasn't he? Was in no danger.
We literally talked about it as we were watching it.
He was in zero danger.
I was right, and you're still going to argue. It's incredible. It's like, is my wife up here? This is incredible.
Connecticut judges. You wish I was your wife.
Okay. Oh, that's their...
That's their Laura Senko.
Yeah.
Jen Brown. What a generic name.
Well, PFL's going on right now.
Is she a fighter? Do you know who that is?
I don't know who that is.
Can we figure out who that is?
I have not.
Can we...
Go ahead. You do your... Whatever creep research you do. All right. We'll take... The PFL fight just ended too. All right. We'll take that off the screen. Well, what's the next fight? That's what I should do. That's what I should do. What's the next fight? Okay. Well, we're very quiet.
Yeah, no, I was texting, to be honest with you.
Wow.
I have a feeling the guy in red for PFL won pretty much holding.
What we're gonna do for UFC live streams, and even I guess Bellator if we do them more often, but I can't do this Friday and Saturday nights. Then my wife will really kill me. The developer is doing the live betting odds right now for our website. They had to request a token and all this other crap. So they're doing the live betting odds right now. Once those are on our website, we will literally watch these fights like this with the live odds, and if we see fit, place bets as we go. And that'll all be at WeWantPicks.com. Let's see. We just saw... Who did we just see?
Oh, my God. Who's that? Oh, I know him. That's Paige Van Dant's husband, right? Yeah.
I don't know. His arm's all messed up.
I recognize him.
I know you're such a creep.
I recognize him from her Instagram. Oh man, how funny! Because Ariel calls him what's his first name, and he says Van Zant. Whatever his first name is, he uses Paige's last name. It's like Austin or something. Aaron. Oh my God, I thought that was Dominic Cruz.
That's Josh Thompson, my man. Josh Thompson's awesome. Yeah, he's awesome. Him and that whole DC crew, they're all in cahoots or whatever.
That looks like
that's Gwerder Mousasi.
That looks like
this is the problem with you're new to the MMA sort of fandom, if you will. Gwerder Mousasi is an OG. Was around forever. Then he got into the UFC after he was already like an established legend. Got into the UFC, did well. Then left for Bellator, and now, Bellator. They don't test. People get career revivals in an organization where there's no testing.
Yeah, so what's Yoel going to look like here in a couple months?
Yeah, exactly. Joe, I have a feeling that the guy in red for PFL just won pretty much holding. That's what that looked like. I agree.
I I'm going to go broke. With
Yeah, I can't wait for the live betting either, Jesse.
I'm going to go broke. Because I feel pretty confident while I'm watching fights about who's going to win, as we just saw.
What's funny with live betting, so I don't know what the live odds were for that. And we should have live Bellator odds on the site too. But yeah, I mean, live betting, I've done it. But the problem is you have to be paying attention, obviously. So live betting is hard if you're just like, wah, wah, wah. But that'll be on the site. I mean, I'm dying for it too. We just spent so much money on the website. So much money. You know those graphics that we put on screen for our breakdowns? I just had
undefeated.
I just had the web developer.
Is that Brock Weaver?
Davion Franklin?
No, the guy that doesn't look like Brock Weaver.
Oh, with the braids?
Yeah. Did you see that Diego Sanchez might do bare knuckle boxing?
Honestly, if he needs a payday, he should. If he doesn't, then he shouldn't. Look at the age difference between these two dudes. That's what you're going to get in Bellator too. But the problem is
Austin Van Zandt is what
Vanderford. So much money on the freaking website. The live odds is going to cost us an absolute fortune. But Can we
bring up Paige's Instagram for?
Yeah, okay.
Sure.
But hopefully the payoff is people use it and find it and sign up for Bet Online, and then it'll pay for itself. But I'm excited too, Jesse. That was a very long story to say. I'm excited for the live odds on the website too. If you're straight, you have to fight Juicehead. It is funny. So they don't test. So
look at this guy. That's not Brock Weaver?
Okay. So the way testing works in MMA.
What weight class is this?
You really don't know what weight class this
is?
Look
at this guy.
Ask again what weight class
He's 15-0.
No, he's not undefeated.
Yeah, he is. He's 15-0.
They're both undefeated. 15-0 versus 3-0.
I know this guy's 15-0. Look at this guy.
I mean, if this dude's 15-0, I could climb off this couch right now.
And do what?
Hopefully shoot a takedown. Look at that, dude. I mean, I'm looking real fat. This is a very bad camera angle, but I don't look like that.
That guy's got a bust on him.
I don't look like that.
I'm not sure you're allowed to show those.
All right, so Brittany was talking about the testing. So here's the way testing works. Each athletic commission dictates. You want to flirt with the people in the live chat, you do that from your phone, not with the microphone. Do it from your phone.
All right.
Okay. Anyway, testing is done by the athletic commission, not the promotion. 90% of athletic commissions will not test because it costs an absolute fortune. It costs a ton of money to do that. The UFC tests everybody because they hired USADA. They pay USADA out of their own pockets. So that has nothing to do with the athletic commission. Certain commissions will test, but the Mohegan Sun Commission does not test. None of the Indian reservations will test.
Who is that?
Mohegan Sun doesn't test, which is where Bellator is. 99% of these commissions, 90% of these commissions do not test.
Oh my God.
Super athletic.
This guy's terrifying.
Oh, that's not next. That's now.
Oh my God. This guy is absolutely terrifying. He's only 3-0. Is that what you said?
I thought that's what the record said.
Holy cow.
Man, I miss Mohegan. I'm watching this just wishing I was back in Connecticut.
I know.
Would you be a human being?
I don't know why my phone keeps going.
I don't know why my phone keeps messaging the women in the live chat. I don't know how that. Yeah, 3-0. 15-0. Dude, 34. He looks 56.
It's not aging well.
He's 200. That dude weighs
6'2".
Dude, he's 6 feet. 7. He's 6 feet tall. He weighs less than I do. I'm taller and weigh more. Michael C. Williams.
What kind of statement was that? That's usually how that works.
And I feel like I look better with my shirt off. Is where that was going.
Well, I mean, you could easily.
This dude must have power, but he doesn't look like power. Like power comes
when I see even looking at him right now, knowing he's 6 foot tall. I swear to God, that guy is 6'8".
He does. You know what it is?
It's like the big jaw.
It's
and the shoulders.
It's the traps. It's a small head with big traps. Make the Dwight Howard effect.
Well, I mean, Dwight Howard is 7 foot tall.
But you know what I'm saying.
I guess.
So, Angelo, you and Dan are going to do some live stream wrestling. All right, so here's the deal. Dan was a professional fighter in the UFC, in Bellator. I managed Dan for the 90% of his career that after his first few fights to the end of his career. We haven't really trained together somehow. I've trained forever. I'm not a professional fighter, but I've wrestled most of my life. I competed in jiu-jitsu most of my life. So Dan and I don't even know how it came up. We were like arguing on a live stream, and Dan just calls me fat all the time, which I am, but I don't care. And then I was like, dude, I'll wrestle you.
No glove touch.
So it started as a wrestling match. Oh, nice. That solid kicks, man. That got up there fast.
Why are those trunks so long?
He's sloppy. It started as a wrestling match, and then Dan was literally worried.
Oh. I think I blew his knee out.
That was right on the knee. Dan was literally.
Oh my God!
15-0. Jesus,
done just like that.
He's dude. All the fights were on Indian reservations.
15-0. Done.
Jesus,
holy cow! I told you that guy was terrifying.
So anyway, it started as I don't know, probably a drinking on a live stream argument. Dude, I'll wrestle you. You blah blah blah. I'll take you down. And so I proposed a wrestling match, a true 3-period wrestling match. And Dan initially accepted.
Well,
and
first
then
I said that, and you declined. So then you said
I didn't decline a wrestling match.
Versus me. I said I would wrestle you. And you were like,
Jesus Christ. So it was supposed to be a wrestling match. And then Dan was literally worried that I would win a wrestling match, even though he's in great shape and he's a professional fighter. He's worried I was going to win a wrestling match. So then he added submission grappling to it, and I'm like, all right, fine, I'll do submission.
He hit him with the straight right through his guard. Yeah. Like he had a tight high guard, and he just split it. Look at this.
Dude, 15-0 is insane. Can you do me a favor and pull up his?
No, I'm looking at the chat. I'm talking.
Okay, relax.
I'm talking to Brittany right now.
Pull up his shirt, dog. I want to see what the 15.
Pull my shirt off.
Yeah, what the 15
Look
is.
at that. He just split his.
So eventually, yes, Dan and I will be going at it next time we're together.
I think he knocked him out through the gloves. I don't even think he split it.
And I think Brittany's right. I think he blew his knee out.
Well, yeah, he definitely blew his knee.
Well, and then that's it. That's it. Everything after that was.
Yeah, look at him. He can barely walk.
I have to get past me, Jacob, before getting Angelo. That's right. You do owe Joe a grappling match or something.
I'm not worried about Joe. I'm not worried about Joe. That's
See, I
could fight Joe and then fight you right after.
Let's put it this way. If we live streamed me versus Dan in a submission grappling match, let's assume I'm in shape and I'm not going to gas, which is a very wild assumption to make. But let's assume that's like you watch it. That's like competitive. There's like technique there. You versus Joe, I would love to watch you.
I would head kick him. I would Ryan Hall.
You cry and scream, squeal.
I would Ryan Hall head kick him so.
The noises. I imagine the noises.
The first time he blinked, he would be knocked out because I would time the blink. The foot comes, he blinks, and then he opens.
Can you stand up in front of this camera? Just hold your hands up. I just want to see. I just want to see a Jacob Lyons fight. Those. I'm not touching. Dude,
feel those calluses.
You move metal around
feel
the
those
gym.
Calluses.
That means nothing. And I don't know what those calluses came from.
No, that's my left hand.
I can you just stand here and do a fight stance? I love to see people's fight stances. I love it.
I'm not going to give. You're trying to scout already. I'm not going to give Joe away my techniques.
We'll kick Joe in the chat while you do that. Josh is very supportive. You got this, Angelo, with a beer in hand. Tap him in one arm headlock.
Yeah, I'll bet you, Josh.
What's funny is...
Yeah, how confident are you, Josh? Because I'll bet you.
Dude,
I'll take Dan.
Listen, I'll tell you right now. I'm being 100% serious. If I'm in shape, I beat Dan. There's not a doubt in my mind. I'm a bigger human being, and I have the wrestling. He definitely has more training under... But neither one of us got our black belts. Neither one of us. Is it time to put her to bed? All right, I have to put my daughter to bed and hang out with Jacob. Put that down. Jacob, talk to live chat.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. What's going on, live chat? How are you guys today? Does anyone know what's going to happen this next? What's the next fight? I can't see the chat right now when I'm looking at my phone. That's the issue. But I'll look up to see what the next fight is, and I'll give you guys my lock. Bellator.com. Oh, is this the Bellator? I was doing this earlier, and Bellator's website is like not very fan-friendly, family-friendly. All right. This is the Mousasi versus Salter, right? Let's see. Main card. They've already gone through 2 or 3 fights. 2 fights already on the main card. Yep. We saw that one. So the next one is Magomedov versus Stout. 18-1 versus 16-1. Holy cow. All right, let me go back to the chat so I know what you guys are saying. Who wins the next fight? I couldn't fully hurt Jacob. I'd feel bad. Yeah, I bet. Someone just liked the stream. I can't see the screen. Charles something? Who knows? I'd get you. I think I would just pull guard, Joe, honestly, and just triangle the shit out of you. Maybe snap your arm in half. Whatever I decide. That's my world down there. Magomedov wins this. I thought he was going to dominate just by looking at what I was looking at earlier because I saw he was 18-1. Obviously, I don't know anything about him. But I thought the other guy who was fighting was like almost a 500 fighter. But I guess the other guy's pretty good too. I guess the other guy is pretty good too. What about PFL? What's going on with PFL, guys? Who's the next fight in PFL? I guess I can look that up too, but let's see. PFL. PFL.com. You know what we could do right now? Oh, I can't see the chat, though. I have a Bruce Buffer trivia game that we could just play. Since Angelo's not here. Let's see if I can find it real quick. And I'll go back and forth between the chat. Bruce Buffer trivia. Here we go. Is everyone ready? Everyone ready in the chat? Since there's no fight going on right now. There's no Bellator fight right now. PFL, they're getting ready. Let's do this. Bruce Buffer trivia. Here we go. Where the hell is the trivia question? What the hell is going on? Okay, here we go. Outside of MMA, what is Bruce's most passionate about collecting? Is it war memorabilia, movie posters, suits, or all of the above? Outside of MMA, what is Bruce's most passionate? What is he most passionate about collecting? War memorabilia, movie posters, suits, or all of the above? What do we think? What do we think? Let's get our votes in. I would probably say all of the above. Usually if there's an all of the above, it's all the above. Well, that was quick. We're doing Bruce Buffer trivia.
Oh, I thought you were going to do it with me.
Well, there was no fights going on, so I just jumped into the first question. Do you want to know the first question?
Yeah, let me hear.
I lost it. Hold on. Oh, God. Because it opened up in my Safari. Outside of MMA, what is Bruce most passionate about collecting?
Can I get a multiple choice?
Yeah, it's multiple choice. Is it war memorabilia, movie posters, suits, or all of the above?
It's war memorabilia.
I said all the above.
What is it?
Joe said suits. I don't know yet.
It's not suits. Suits is too.
I'd say all the above.
That's too hokey of an answer because
it has to be suits. He has so many suits.
But that's why that's the answer. Magomedov.
I think it's all the above, honestly. Is anyone else answering? I can't see the chat when I do this. So you gotta.
Oh yeah. Okay. Magomedov. I'm trying to keep up.
I didn't realize the other dude that he's fighting is 16-1. So this is gonna be a little bit of a murder here.
Yeah, but it's striker versus grappler, and those roles pretty straightforward.
Right. If I was the striker in that situation, I would dominate.
You are fast as lightning. Okay. Josh suits. Joe Todoro suits. Go ahead.
I'm clicking all of the above. It is all of the above. No, it's not. So it tells you what the most picked was. Oh my god! It just like went away. It just disappeared. But it was the second one. What did I say? It was movie posters. So nobody got it right.
Movie posters?
Yeah, but most of the people picked all the above.
Joe says when you fight him, you're just planning on pulling guard and doing a triangle.
Or break his arm, or do.
Can you just do a triangle with your legs right now? I just want to see.
That's my world.
I just want to see you do a triangle with your legs right now.
That's my world down there.
I'll do it. I just want to see.
Now,
can you just show me?
We're doing trivia right
and just
after
do it.
Trivia,
Do it with your legs and tell me which side the arm is on.
After trivia,
that's okay. All right.
The now gone.
This is when it really shows. Okay, this is when.
Excuse me. The now gone but once epic Bruce Buffer poker room was located at which Las Vegas casino? A. Mandalay Bay. Sorry.
Mandalay Bay. Jesus.
B. Encore. C. The Win. Or D. Luxor. I feel like it's Luxor.
It's not Luxor. It's Mandalay Bay.
We'll give him time. See if anybody wants to answer.
Josh is really getting the kick out of you not knowing how to actually do any of this stuff.
What do you mean? Have you ever seen me?
Yes.
I'm telling you, when I get backed into a corner, I get nasty. The claws come out.
Just hissing. Jesse said C, but Jesse, you got to type out what it is. This isn't a high school state exam. Probably C.
Oh yeah, every word they say, everything, like that's the most common used one. Or whatever. What do you think he did?
Wait, DraftKings is a PFL sponsor as well?
Didn't Paige have like 9 elbow surgeries? Now he has elbow surgery. What's going on?
I don't know, but they have joint everything. They're co-branded. They have a joint TikTok, a joint YouTube, a joint Instagram, and it's called like Our Love Story.
It's probably him by being like, let me take control of the reins here. Did anybody else guess? Or are we playing by ourselves? Joe said The Win.
Whatever C is. Jesse said C.
It was the Luxor. I was right.
Really?
Yeah.
Surprised.
That's 1 point for.
Because they don't even have an arena or anything.
This is probably one that you'll know.
So wait, real quick. Josh Thompson, the handsome dude on the left. He was on. First of all, I hung out with him once. I was very lucky.
Wow, good for you.
No, it's just this. I just got to hang out with him one time. I had him and Michael Chandler. Same night, 2 different occasions on the same night. Bellator at
2 guys in one night. That's gotta be a record.
It was Bellator in South Florida at the Hard Rock Hollywood, right outside of Fort Lauderdale.
Been there? I've actually been there.
Yeah, because you lived in Florida. It's awesome. Dan fought there a bunch of times. Anyway, that night I was managing Rafael.
Oh my god, this guy!
I know those are. It's grappler versus striker here. Grappler wins. It's that easy. Anyway, I was managing somebody on the card, and Michael Chandler shared a locker room with us. But then they swapped him out, and then because he was like, I'm the main event, I want my own locker room, and they did. And then they brought in what's his name, Trevor Prangley, and Trevor Prangley is they're all American Kickboxing Academy. They're all really good friends.
What is this story about?
Josh Thompson. So Josh Thompson was there for his friend, being his coach, whatever, and he's this handsome, but he's a tiny little man, but he's this handsome. I swear to God. And he's only famous if you really watch fights, right? If you're a diehard fight fan, you know who he is. We walked outside of the arena and to like that boardwalk with the bars and restaurants. A flock of women. A flock of women, dude. It was insane the amount of women that just flocked to Josh Thompson. It was insane.
I'm ready to start training.
Dude, it was insane. Well, he's good looking and the ears.
Well, that means I just have
Josh
to
said DraftKings is all over PFL. But it's so funny because you can't play. I guess you could bet PFL in the DraftKings sportsbook, but as far as fantasy is concerned, you can't do PFL, which is funny.
Look, you said this guy was a striker. That was the quickest tap I've ever seen.
He is a striker, though.
Yeah, look. Yeah, wow.
He's still a striker.
Just that perfectly timed takedown there.
Well, that happens, man.
Do you want to go to the next one?
Sure.
This one is probably one that you're going to know. If you don't know this one,
go ahead.
Then I'll donate to the
My
channel.
contacts are so dry.
Yeah, but what is the UFC event and location of the
Send the
first,
location
of the first time Bruce ever announced in the octagon? And this is actually probably gonna be a little bit tougher because it's not like they're doing like 5 and then 15, then 20, and they're all right in a row. Is it UFC 7, 8, 9, or 10? 7 was Buffalo, New York. 8 was Puerto Rico. 9 was Detroit, Michigan, and 10 was Birmingham. And nobody in the chat look it up.
Let's say UFC 9 Motor City Madness in Detroit, Michigan.
I think it was 7 Buffalo, New York.
And I'll show you right now.
Oh god, there we go.
I think I
have.
I
Oh,
think I have.
that's a legal knee.
Here it is.
Look at this guy.
UFC 9.
Is Bruce on there?
This is UFC 9 Motor City Madness VHS tape.
Walk up and show the camera.
I did show it to the camera.
No, but they can't see it.
UFC 9 Motor City Madness VHS.
So is that your guess?
That's my guess.
I'm gonna say.
Not for anything other than I remember the title and I know I have the VHS.
Do you remember Bruce being there?
Well,
That doesn't necessarily mean it's
here's
his first
UFC
one.
6. Was 6 an option?
Yep. No.
Oh, well.
7 was.
Okay.
7 was gonna be my guess. Do you
I have-
7, 8, 9, or 10?
I have UFC 5, 6, and 9.
Well, look at the chat. I can't see the chat, so see if anyone guessed, and we'll
Yeah,
guess
they're
that.
not really participating. They're just watching us drink. Josh said 7.
All right, I'll go with 7 then.
Joe Todoro said Josh Thompson got KO'd. Well, I lost it.
Look at this guy at the PFL. Holy cow. Guy's made of marble. What's his name? What's his Instagram?
He got KO'd by a spinning back fist.
All right, we're guessing 7. It's not right. It was 8 in Puerto Rico.
Oh, Jesse got it right. UFC 8.
Puerto Rico.
Well done,
Can
Jesse.
you roll your R's? Oh, my God. Did you know Bruce Buffer was a manager, fight manager?
That makes sense. That checks out. Josh said, what is a VHS?
Yeah, I bet.
It's a decoration for my nerd closet that has all my that closet that I just pulled that VHS. So we're in my media room.
Oh, God, here we go.
What else are we going to talk about?
I have the. I preloaded the next question.
Okay, fine. Somebody asked that. Go ahead. Oh,
Speaking
was Bruce Buffer a manager? Yes or no?
No. Speaking of Bruce being a manager, let's see this nice transition. Who was the only fighter Bruce Buffer ever managed? Was it Tito Ortiz?
No.
Frank Shamrock?
Keep going.
Well, I want to see if you think like yes or no.
No.
Randy the Natural Couture?
Possibly.
Scott the Pitbull Ferozzo.
Scott Ferozzo. This is a hard one. It wasn't Tito Ortiz because Tito Ortiz didn't have a manager. He entered the UFC with Tank Abbott.
He's the one that's boxing Silva, right?
Tito Ortiz?
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets lit up.
Silva just beat an accomplished boxer in boxing.
Yes. Well, an accomplished boxer's son who's a mid-tier boxer. But yeah, he beat up a mid-tier professional boxer and beat him soundly.
The way he beat, like, hands low, the way
he beat everyone. That was part of the Parker Porter interview that I had to cut out and stuff was him talking about that, how different coaches have like try to force their style onto you. And he was like, you'll hear coaches yell, hands up. But,
you're not comfortable.
You're 15 fights into your career. You fight a certain style. Yeah. Hands up. Yes, technically your hands should be up, but not everybody has that exact same comfort level or, sort of.
All right, did anyone answer? We'll do this and we'll watch the fight. We'll come back to these.
Josh has collared in PFL. Well, answer it.
Did nobody answer? Nobody's participating, or what's going on?
No, they're just watching us get drunk.
Unreal, man. Somebody answer, please. I worked hard on these questions.
It literally disappearing on your screen.
All right, I'm gonna guess because I've been right on all these so far.
Oh, nice
say-
high kick from Stotts. Number 3 versus number 4. This is a really good fight.
Oh, he caught that one. I'm saying Couture. It's not right.
Who is it?
Scott the Pitbull Ferozzo.
That kind of makes sense only because he's like the least famous. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. So Stotts landed some solid head kick. This is striker versus grappler, 100%. No bones about
I
it.
can't wait for Stotts to get this takedown.
He's not going to shoot a takedown. And then in PFL, we have Raush Manfio. First of all, PFL has a nice production
Am I
value
allowed to
too.
go to the bathroom? Oh my, that was so good. That was almost the most amazing highlight. Did you see what just happened there?
The defense?
No. So he shot the takedown, but I think it was more of a feint. And that guy went on full
Versus
sprawl.
collar.
That guy went full sprawl. So he went all the way to the knee for a takedown, but I think it was a fake. And right when that guy sprawled, he came with a huge right and went right over top of him. So he like knew the sprawl was coming, just was trying to time it. That would have been amazing.
It was a great, as a wrestling coach, that was a great sprawl.
I agree.
His hips were out of there.
On way out.
You're the worst. Here's the problem with PFL. Look at
You gotta admit when you're
look at
doing
wait, hold
when
on.
you're
Real
doing
quick,
no,
look
hold
at
on,
Keith
hold on.
Peter. You got to look at it for a good
I know they do the
stupid helmet
Well,
cam.
I love what they do is they do the stats at the bottom the whole time, the total strikes and
Oh,
everything.
it
They show like the total strikes. But
that would be
like I was
interesting
saying,
for Monkey Knife.
when
Fight.
if you guys are learning wrestling out there, what you got to remember is when you're sprawling, imagine
I'm gonna mute you. I don't know how to mute you.
imagine someone has tied a rope to your hips and they're standing behind you, and they pull that rope. That's what you want that action.
Where
to be.
did you hear that?
It seems like it would make sense.
That's so stupid.
That's what you want to happen, right?
You're
You want your
so
hips out of
stupid.
there. Imagine someone. So when I train people, I will tie a rope around their waist, and I'll have them stand there, and I will pull the rope.
Josh answered 4. Was 4 Scott Ferozzo?
Yeah.
So Josh was right. Granted,
So Josh wins $1,000 gift card.
from Jacob for Uber Eats.
But yeah, that's if you guys want to learn a good takedown defense. That's
Serious question, and the viewer count is all over the place. High, low, high, low. And I know a lot of that is people coming here thinking that we're actually like illegally streaming the fights. Do you guys enjoy this format of just hanging out, having some drinks and BSing? Or do you prefer a more all business type diligent format with stats and everything else on the screen? And it's a serious question because
all questions are serious.
if nobody likes the hangout format and everybody wants a more buttoned up format, then honestly, I'll have to figure out how to adjust. Joe says you can't go wrong with a chill out kind of night. I agree, Joey. Let's see what everybody else thinks. Because UFC's going forward will be similar to this, where it's us hanging out
Can't
talking about
get the takedown.
UFC will be different because we would have done an enormous amount of research, have our picks,
You really
have our
got to push
bets,
on that head. Push
have
on
all
that
that
head.
stuff.
Frame that head.
He needs to
Push that head.
no. What he needs to do is get his leg on the ground. Like stop hooking, put your leg on the ground, and get it out of there.
Oh,
That's
that
what he
was
needs
an
to do.
elbow directly to the back of the head, just in case anyone was paying attention there.
Those little punches do literally nothing. It's doing nothing. You're wasting your
Well, on
time.
DraftKings, it pays off. At Monkey Knife Fight, it pays off handsomely.
Now he needs to stay in the head and circle out. Now throw a big right. Throw a big right. That was great. Stotts looking good, man. I think Stotts. Now here's the rub. Does Stotts win the round by very?
Yo, not this with the.
They can't hear.
Next to the microphone.
Does Stotts
I'm
win the
trying to be
round
a professional.
because of his takedown defense, or does Magomedov
Ooh,
win
that
the
was
round?
perfect time. I told
Well,
you.
all right, Stotts won the round.
I told you he grapple. I said wait till he gets his takedown.
He shot a takedown with his game plan is obviously shoot a takedown with 30 seconds left to try to sneak out the round. That's clearly the game plan.
You said this is all striker. What's the scrappler?
It is striker versus grappler.
Yeah, it looks like it. Looks like it's.
So he shot a takedown with 30 seconds left. And grapplers are different than wrestlers. FYI.
You don't think that guy's a wrestler? I would say that guy's more of a wrestler than a grappler, probably.
I guarantee that dude's dangerous as hell everywhere. You guys not
See all
need
the
an
strikes?
on. So Joe thinks we need an on-screen.
They do strike speed and everything.
Yeah, that is impressive. But here's the problem, Joe. I need a new laptop before I can do all that crap. And the other issue with that is I gotta really pay attention to what's going on.
Yeah, and I gotta pee.
So go pee. David says Mousasi. I agree. I think Mousasi wins tonight. But John Salter may come out here and just shoot takedown after takedown after takedown and get something done. Why don't you text Dan and see if he wants to join us, and I'll send him a link.
Okay, I will.
This is good for minor fights, and main pay-per-view need more info. Man, you guys are going to make us work on Saturday nights? This is unbelievable.
What did someone ask?
No, I asked, do you guys like the chill stream, or do you want it to be more professional? And
what did someone say?
Jesse was saying
You need an on-screen
just
clock.
need a little more information. Yeah.
That's what I said. I mean, even I had 6 months.
So for UFC, it's very different. UFC has the live fight stats, just like you talk about PFL. So UFC, it's easy. I can show the live stats and just alternate. You get what I'm saying?
I got it.
I don't know if you do.
You could do live stats for PFL. Oh no, they don't even have those.
No, none of them. Nobody has.
Even
UFC
why wouldn't they just do it? It's the same app. Why wouldn't they just do it for PFL? It's ESPN.
Because whatever third party they're using to count it, I guess. I don't know.
Unreal. How lazy is that?
Joe Todoro says he thinks
His
Magomedov
nose broke.
had a fight against Peter Yan. Collard is kicking ass, says Josh. Was that one of your picks, Josh? Collard? Wait, this ice
I don't
is
see
loud.
that comment.
Collard is kicking ass?
Yeah. I don't know why it doesn't show up on mine.
It's right here. I pinned it and everything.
Crazy.
That's loud.
Yeah, you're really putting that down, huh?
Oh, because I'm almost out. And now, what time is it? 9 o'clock local time? Do I refill? I'll just leave it, right? We second round, Magomedov got his first takedown. So I think the first round went to Stotts. This round has to go to Magomedov.
He's got to get his hips back. There you go. Shrimp. Okay, shrimp. Get your hips back. Collect your feet.
Stop just saying random nonsense.
Oh!
That's not.
He's not going to do anything,
Nice job. Nice job.
Striker versus grappler.
Dude, it is striker versus grappler.
He's just getting
He has a wrestling.
The grappler is getting dominated on the ground.
I'm talking about fights. He's not getting dominated on the ground.
He's absolutely
Stotts is a legitimate wrestler. He wrestled, but that's not his fight style. He is a striker who will work in or take down every now and then.
Yeah,
where Magomedov was
the guy's finding the best
non-stop
career,
non-stop
wrestler, just dominating him, the striker.
How was he dominating? He threw his hips up to stand up, dominating.
It's dominating.
He's losing this round.
What? Stotts?
Okay.
He just reversed the position and
he got taken down. He reversed and stood up. He's losing this round.
He's not.
Okay. We'll see what happens. I think he's losing this round. I think it's 1-1, and we still have 2 minutes left. I think it's 1-1. Jesse, thank you very much. Very appreciated, Jesse.
What the hell was that?
Jesse donated $5, and it's incredibly appreciated. Jesse is
what did he say?
An OG. There was no comment with it.
Oh,
it wasn't a super chat. It was a donation. Very different things. Jesse's an OG, man. Jesse sent us those cards to give out to new members. Jesse has the merch.
Thank God Jesse didn't.
So Jesse, there's
he didn't take the Sandhagen card because that thing's worth diddly squat.
Jesse and Joe Todoro, you're in the same bucket. So is Jill, and there's a bunch of we have a bunch of relax. We have a bunch of OGs, but
Brittany, are you still in here?
There's this logic. Nat said he's never seen us in the same room together. That's usually because if we're in the same room together, I'm taking Jacob's lunch money, but I'm full, so I'll let him keep his money tonight.
You've never been full. Look at this guy. He's just dominating
And
the ground.
Evan Mazare said Magomedov has a win against Peter Yan. And that's what Joe Chidoro was saying. That was a grappling win.
he's getting dominated.
Anyway,
you think he's winning this round still?
Things change. It's been a full minute. Anyway, what I was saying is there's a in this space, the online space, and trying to build out or whatever, they say you need 1,000 true fans, and you can have all the success in the world. And if we had 1,000 Jessies and Joes and Josh is heading in that category, if we have 1,000 of them
and Big Dons,
then it's like having you have the world.
1,000 Big Dons.
So thank you, Jesse, is what that meant.
Oh, these boys are striking.
No, yeah, I know it's an MMA win. I was saying wrestling win, meaning Magomedov just out-wrestled Peter Yan that fight.
He's a pretty good striker in his own right.
Cooper 111 will be my closeout for a $20,000 payout parlay. Holy crap, Hilario. If all you need is Cooper to win and you win $20,000, is that what you're telling us?
Oh, Dan just sent in some bets.
Dan picked Ray Cooper, so hopefully he's right. Dan says he has money on Ray Cooper by KO. He is texting us. And money line. So if you and Dan are in the same bucket there, let me know the rest of that parlay. I'm very curious what the rest of that parlay look like. And getting good luck, man. We're rooting for you for sure.
Oh, he's got us with the member join. He's got the $5 after the $20,000 payout. We appreciate that. No, we seriously appreciate that.
No, it is funny, but yeah, listen. Every single any contribution is tremendous, and I'm not even talking about just monetarily. Participating,
just being in chat is
participating in the chat, liking a video. Obviously, the money helps because we spend way more money than we make. We don't make money because of the website. Once the website is up and running, things may change. But right now, we that's a freaking $15,000 website, which is really annoying. But we got to do what we got to do.
Pee.
So go pee, dude.
Well, the round just started again.
It's the website. Every nickel goes to that website, which hopefully will be a destination eventually. But anyway, everything counts. Membership, subscription, just liking videos, participating in the chat. Because if you guys were all watching and not participating, it's just me and Jacob, and then me yelling at Jacob.
Look at this guy. Lazy takedowns.
Josh has Ray KO as well, just like Danny
great
Boy.
Play. Reached back, grabbed his ankle, drove through it.
He's a wrestler. He just doesn't typically.
Oh, this is the whole time. Angelo's like striker
versus grappler with his fight style.
The
man.
grappler's about to get submitted.
No, that's
that
above
beard.
his chin.
He's got too much beard.
That's above his chin, but this is a beating.
He's got too much beard.
Ooh,
that's a lot tighter than he wants.
He might get submitted. Yeah, that's
a lot tighter than he
that
wants.
Snuck its way under. Oh, he's thinking about it.
He's fine now.
Magomedov's thinking about it.
I think he's fine now.
He's thinking about it. Dude, Magomedov was like the pick of the year this week. Everybody was picking him.
Yeah, he's fine now.
And I think it's literally because people saw striker versus grappler. Why doesn't he
try to get that triangle, that body triangle?
But body triangles in this position are not great.
Keeps better control this way.
Because you can just lean on the one leg. You know what I'm saying? If you're in a body triangle here, all you have to do is lean on the cross leg, and then you can't move.
Sorry, I'm texting.
Okay. Now, crossing the feet, this is fun.
Excuse me.
This happened to me in a naga.
You broke your ankle?
You can break somebody's ankle.
Yeah,
somebody had my back and was crossing their feet, and my coach yelled, "Break his ankles," and I scoop your feet up and pull him down. He tapped out.
You know what I saw? The first thing I saw, that's under the chin. If he loses control of that hand, he's gonna get submitted because that arm's under the chin right now.
Yeah, he just can't squeeze enough with one arm.
So if he loses his hand, he's holding on to that hand for dear life because that arm is underneath that chin deep.
Josh, we'll see if Dan will. So Dan, out of us, Dan's the degenerate better, and he does his betting
It's getting
research to find bets. Nah, it's gone. So we'll see if Dan will get you some PFL stuff for next week.
He gave up the hand, but he grabbed the leg. But I saw the other day was it was more of a neck crank than anything.
Yes, Joe. Stotts is
the
winning
only
if he goes to decision.
Was it a toe hook submission UFC history? It was who was it?
Oh, it's this. It's this, but you have the foot. Like
It's like he
it's
bent
this
it down.
right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was the only one UFC history, but it was early on. I can't remember. Was it Frank Mir? I think it was Frank Mir.
It was Frank Mir, and it was against it was an early fight for him. It's funny that was the only one.
It's the only one.
That's like an early move that you learn. Like I learned that early in jiu-jitsu because you learn a Kimura super early.
Right. Americana, super early.
I'll tell you what, explain the difference between the Kimura and Americana. And it's like
no, you explain what you think.
That's
the
what I
difference
thought.
is,
That's
and then I'll let you know if you're right.
This is what I thought. Okay.
Obviously,
You don't know the difference between a Kimura and Americana, but you're gonna make your stupid little comments. And Stotts should.
It's because one you roll one way and the other one you roll the other way.
It has literally zero rolling with either one of them.
You got to get to your hip.
Okay, see, you're an absolute doofus. And this fight took a turn. Magomedov is now in control. He's on top.
Chase that guillotine, I dare you.
He's on top.
He lost the fight. He lost 2 rounds already.
I agree. I completely
This
agree.
is a Bolivian necktie.
First of all, it's Peruvian. And second of all, no, armbar. He should go to an armbar here, and he's thinking about it. He's got to step over the face, though.
Oh, look at
It's
that
gone.
face.
There's nothing. He lost it.
He got his back, though. There's the body triangle that we're looking for.
Dude, listen. He
It's not a
might
team.
have stole this round. He
Doesn't matter
might
if he
have
lost
stole
the
this
fight.
round.
Doesn't matter if he won this round.
I
He's
thought
already
he
down-
won the second round.
He got dominated the second round. Did you see Big John's scorecards?
All right, tell you what. We have this on.
I would love to bet this. You want to bet this decision?
We have this armbar right there. Step on the face. Oh, it took him too long. Pull it. Yeah, you're beat. Yeah, Stotts should win.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll see what happens with this decision.
So you don't want to bet?
I'm not going to bet. I think Stotts
Okay.
wins. But the Mohegan judges screwed Nick Newell twice. 2 times they screwed Nick Newell. So I'm not exactly.
And the ref
faith-
screwed him against Gagey. Biggest illegal knee I've ever
The
seen.
illegal
Oh, there's
knee.
the beat.
Zabit.
Is he ever going to fight again?
Zabit?
Yeah.
Why? How long? Who's the last person he fought?
It's been forever. And he got real sick too. I think he got COVID real bad.
Really?
Yeah. Or I don't know if it was COVID. I think it might have been like a kidney issue or spleen issue or something. But he got real sick, and they was talking about he was going to retire. It was kind of the same as Chimbiat or whatever.
Chimaev. I think Chimaev. I honestly think I can't wait to bet on that dude's next fight. I'm betting against him.
Really?
I think that dude was lightning struck, flash in the pan, and reality's going to settle in with his next
But
fight.
when you have that good of wrestling, it's like you're going to be good no matter what, right?
It doesn't
If
matter.
you can wrestle that well, because
Doesn't
he's a
matter.
very, very good wrestler,
It doesn't matter.
and he knocks people out.
I think lightning struck because the problem is he beat 3 OKs, and then now he's like his fight Leon Edwards. Like they're talking about giving him some of the best in the world, which I think is a bad idea. Josh said, I studied up on all the matchups for next week and predicting them seems easy for me, but just structuring the right parlay has me hit and miss.
Oh, I'll give you a nice parlay.
Don't listen to this buffoon. But yeah, I mean, parlays, what I like to do with parlays, and I'm so conservative that it's probably not even worth doing what I do. I just take the biggest favorites and smash them together. I'll take, okay, these people are 100% going to win unless something absurd happens.
Shouldn't every week we just
Put 'em
play
together.
that parlay that one person posted?
That
half
it
round
was
parlay?
Josh, wasn't it? Josh, who did that parlay? Was it Josh? The half a round, every fight is
You
more than
gotta
half.
win that more than nothing.
Oh yeah, well, you got to win it more than that. But look what we just saw. Somebody got knocked out in 1 minute.
I know, but I'm saying like that happens like once every 6 weeks.
Was it you, Josh, that did that? And I've never. This is a Billions commercial. I've never seen Billions, but people say it's amazing. The problem is, I feel like it's one of those shows that they'll milk it for all it's worth, and it'll be 9 seasons when it should have only been
Like Dexter.
2. What is this? I'll watch the hell out of this.
based on a movie.
Sorry for the silence. I'm a
Jeff Daniels.
Jeff Daniels and Lara Mooney.
The worst
I
thing he
will
ever
watch
did
the hell out of this.
Was try to reprive the Dumb and Dumber.
Hold on, I need to see whatever this is. This has a real American Rust.
Oh my God, September 12th.
That has a real Mar of Easttown feel to it.
That's a pretty good show.
That was a very good show.
That's pretty good.
That's my wheelhouse too.
Here we go. $10,000 decision here.
What was it, American Rust?
I believe so. Look, he is really scared that he's about to lose this fight, and he did lose the fight. It's a split decision again, I think.
So that was Josh's bet, and he got killed tonight. And you're right, Josh. I think that bet makes sense on cards where the fights are close. Bellator does not have a lot of close fights.
There you go.
Told you.
Was that a split?
I don't know. We have it on mute. Let me know that judge's scorecard for Bellator, please.
The way he took him forever to announce it, so I assume because usually just all three judges. I don't know how he says it though. He might say it different. Did Big John fight?
No. Big John was a SWAT officer.
Oh, really?
And then was reffing on the side and then just converted to. I hope he retired and got his full pension and now does this.
Is that a tattoo or a ring?
It's a tattoo of a ring.
No, I think it's a ring. I think it's just like a weird ring.
I don't think so. It's hard to tell. But yeah, he was a SWAT officer. Jinx.
Oh my God, the camera. Just look at the camera.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe YouTube's doing it.
No,
it's too sexy, you know. We're blurring this out. Oh boy, here we go.
That's fixed.
It's not fixed on my screen. Oh, there it
you're
goes.
10 seconds behind.
Nobody's letting us know.
So we have, is Sabah next?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's going fast.
Yeah, and these other promotions don't have as much filler as UFC does. UFC will
Where's this supposed to go? 8 to 10, I guess?
Well, UFC, that's the thing. UFC is like 3 hours. We got to make it at least 3 hours. Where these other ones are like, all right, it's this many fights. And whatever happens, happens.
Is that really what it is?
Yes.
I gotta pee.
I hope you piss on the chair.
Is that really what you
I genuinely want that to happen. Yes.
It's a little tempting because then it might go viral. I mean, we could have
piss on the chair. Piss on the chair. Koreshkov versus.
What happened? Did you get this chair fixed?
That one, no. I paid the guy $85 to come out, and he lowered the headrest, but has to. He says, I think the switch is bad, so he has to go find a switch, which is apparently not easy to do. So I honestly think I'm going to buy a brand new one. And then say, oh, it doesn't work. And then send them this one. In like a month, call them back and be like, this doesn't work.
Don't flip that.
That's the Northeast in me, my man.
So Will Smith had a song called Switch. That was fantastic.
I never heard that song.
Hey, hey. I know someone knows it.
So we have Koreshov. Koreshov. I gotta pee. Almost.
I'm thinking this. I'm gonna listen to make sure I can hear everything you said. Oh, gee, those ankles.
What?
Ankles up.
Okay. Jacob's gone, so say whatever you want to say. This kid sucks. Happy to talk shit about Jacob. Happy to talk shit about Jacob. How many of you religiously watch this stuff? I know UFC, obviously, it's the biggest, most popular. Bellator, when it was on Spike, was easy to watch. But now that it's on Showtime, I literally had to buy Showtime for this live stream because I didn't have it. So, first of all, bearded. Will Smith is whack? I mean, are you including his movies? You just talk about his music. Will Smith? I mean, he's got some of the greatest movies of all time. But I am curious how many people watch Bellator every week, no matter what. Watch PFL every week, no matter what, or just every now and then kind of thing. And then Josh, your parlay was Martinez over half a round, Collard over half a round, Cooper over half a round, Gwerder over half a round, Franklin to win, Kurishkov for the win. Magomedov for the win. All right, so that's busted because of Magomedov. T-Bow. Gleason T-Bow for the win. And you did Magomedov again for the win. That sucks. You're a buffoon, and I hope you fall into the toilet. Joe Chidoro, I watch it all, UFC, Bellator, PFL, and anything else that the UFC Fight Pass shows live. Good for you, man. Good for you. Well, Josh, how is it winning when didn't we just watch Magomedov lose? He just lost a decision, so that parlay should be busted. Unless it's a round robin-esque where you're allowed some wiggle room. Oh, okay. You just commented. Yeah, I don't watch. Listen, I've managed fighters forever. I watch fights, but I'll watch UFC no matter what. I'll watch Bellator when it's the bigger names or if there's somebody I know. Otherwise, I don't really put in the time. I won't watch a PFL unless I know somebody. I won't watch Bellator unless it's a big name or I know somebody. Yeah, I'm going to go for some candy too.
You want some out of here?
That's the sugar side. I think I'm going chocolate side. Oh, we got Butterfingers.
Oh, it scared the shit out of me.
Oh, because you're soft. I'm scared. Weak. What's your favorite candy, guys? Mine is Butterfinger Bites. By far my favorite movie candy.
Use code Jacob
Bearded Ninja
at
if it ain't.
SourPatchKids.com for 10% off.
We have our own promo codes to plug. We're not trying to plug other people's promo codes.
I said code Jacob.
Bearded Ninja, if it ain't UFC, he ain't watching. I hear that, man.
You're missing out then.
No, I mean, listen. The problem is
there's your boy.
There's so many fighters.
Him, right?
Yeah. And he does a podcast with Big John. Yeah, right there. The problem is there's so many fighters. What?
Can you open it?
There's so many fighters.
Can you open
So
it?
I totally understand the UFC.
I got it.
I hope you got a paper cup.
A
The
paper
UFC
cut
or
on
bust
plastic.
mentality. Josh's parlay is all on Ray Cooper, knocked out. But how? I thought you said you had Magomedov, who lost.
That's not. That's the
Joe wants to be under 200 pounds by the end of the year. He's currently 220. How tall are you, Joe? If I was under 200 pounds, I would look like Jacob. Like people should be donating
like
money.
a Greek god.
No, like people should be sending me money for my treatments. Experimental medications.
Oh my god.
Collard lost. That's rough. Yeah, that is rough.
He's got more than one.
Yeah.
Yeah, try to pay attention.
I am trying. This is hard. The contacts are drying out. I drank my vat of wine already. Our pets' heads are falling off.
Oh, Dumb and Dumber? Yeah.
That took you fucking 7 minutes to get there.
No, I was typing.
Josh, how much do you bet? I'm not looking for denominations. Like every weekend you're betting on fights no matter what? Or, you know, what is your... I'm always curious because Dan is a straight up degenerate and cannot help himself. And he is betting on all fights every weekend no matter what. He can get a tip, have no idea who the two fighters are, and somebody at the gym will give him a tip and he's like, done. And he'll bet on it. I will only place bets if I've done my research and I'm very confident that that's what's going to happen.
Do we think that Sabah is winning here? He is, right?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay. I think Sabah's my lock of the night.
I like Sabah. I'm rooting for Sabah. Cool dude, crazy as hell. Literally a crazy person.
Well, I know. I just remember, I think the first time I ever watched him fight was his last fight. He just forward, just full. Oh my God! Did you see that? He lifted him up in the air.
Even in real life, he's a crazy, like, meaning outside of a fight.
And that's who he's fighting?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Even outside of a fight.
Sabah's lock of the night.
Write
it down.
That checks out. Like, he's a crazy person no matter what.
I'm texting Dan and letting him know. How do you spell it?
Texting him and letting him know what? Angelo doesn't think Sabah's going to win?
No, that's Sabah's lock of the night.
No, you jinxed him.
I guess with the spelling on that one.
My neighbor, who invited me over to drink, and I said, I can't. I'm working. We're doing a live stream tonight. Hopped into the chat and has something to say. Oh, not my neighbor. My neighbor's... Anyway. Has something to say about my Butterfinger bites. Yeah, these are Butterfinger bites. And they're delicious. Mike. Josh, I'm the same as Dan. So Josh is a straight up degenerate gambler. So, all right, we'll take the we'll take the advice. And I appreciate you in the comment section offering up your insight. Because listen, we don't charge for fight picks. Dan doesn't charge for his. All these other channels.
I don't charge for mine. You're welcome for that plus 900.
You should offer insurance.
You're welcome for the plus 900.
Yeah, but winning 900 and losing 1,000 in the same night. You tell me how that worked out.
I wouldn't know what that's like. These are like...
Mike, what's your... do you like Butterfinger bites? What are your favorite candies?
This is like, no joke, the best Sour Patch Kids I've ever had. I don't know why.
Do you have your fancy little pen, or what's going on right now?
They're like incredible.
Why are you so into those? Oh, when you went to the bathroom, what happened in the bathroom, Jacob?
These are incredible.
That you come back and the snacks taste better.
There's my guy.
Josh Eitzold says, I sprinkle bets on the fights. My first week's working on PFL bets. So
hey, man, leave Will Smith alone.
Somebody's hammering Will Smith still? Bearded, didn't I argue with you? Didn't I argue with you last week and I was right?
He's the only person to ever won a Grammy and an Oscar, right?
No. Are you kidding me? What are you, an idiot?
Who else? I don't know.
Freaking, who's curly hair from Ghost? What's her name?
Jamie Foxx?
You're an idiot. The View, The Ghost.
Whitney Houston?
Whoopi Goldberg has a Grammy, an Emmy, and
I think
Tony.
He was the first one.
And a Tony.
I think he was the first one.
What is it called? ERGOT? ERGOT? An Emmy, a Grammy,
An Oscar,
and a Tony. Yeah, EGOT. She EGOTted. So did somebody else. There's another EGOT.
He did. I think he did it first or something. There's something like that.
By the way, Will Smith's a legend. If you don't like Will Smith, you're an absolute bum.
I agree.
Bearded. We got to do an argument about how many strikes Tisha Torres would throw.
This guy looks like Giga. I keep thinking this is Giga. He's like Giga mixed with...
It's funny that my neighbor joined as I was housing Butterfinger bites on the camera. And the only comment was, are those Butterfinger bites? Okay, I appreciate that. He said, this is my neighbor, 3 houses down. Butterfinger bites are legit. I fully support you on this. How do you know so much about Whoopi, though?
Listen, Whoopi in that basketball movie, it was fantastic. Where she becomes
oh
the head
my
coach.
God, what is that called? It's one word. Dan's texting us. You want to join us, you muppet?
I don't know. You don't like that one?
It's Eddie, isn't it, Eddie?
Yeah, I think that might be it.
I know quite a bit about Whoopi Goldberg. You know what it is? I'm very inclusive. I appreciate all styles and abilities.
What did she win a Grammy on?
I don't know, but Bearded Ninja is really... She probably won a Grammy on the soundtrack for Sister Act. 1 and 2, both phenomenal. Can you give me some sugar candies? Give me some. If
really,
you're saying those are amazing, stand up and give me some Sour Patch Kids.
I mean, I'm almost.
Jacob, don't make me kick you out of my house.
I would almost rather just give you the rest of this box than have to get out. To be honest with you, I'm pretty sunk in right now. I mean, you know, like the Get Out, the sunken space.
Josh won $4,664 on Dustin Poirier's fight. How did you win that? What did you bet on? First round stoppage?
You know the Get Out sunken place?
No.
That's kind of where I'm at right now.
Are you really giving me these?
No.
The next box might be stale.
I mean, that box is like beat up.
All right, so Sabah Hamasi, I got to update my text here, is fighting right now. This is Dan Kramer's legit friend.
And he's the lock of the night.
Good luck with that.
He's the lock of the night. So if he gets some live odds here, we're going to have some fun.
I can't believe Bearded Ninja hates Will Smith. I don't know anybody who genuinely
that's like such a random person.
Dislikes Will Smith. First of all, even his new movies are good. Saying his movies suck is insane. Dude, I will say Gemini Man was legit awesome. Bad Boys 3, awesome. Shit, man. Sabah is ranked higher.
This guy looks like Giga.
Kreshnikov is legit.
But he just got clipped a little bit.
Yeah, Hamasi has, a DraftKings lineup.
Oh my God, that was the fastest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, Sabah has legit power and speed.
No, the other guy.
I know, but Joe's comment. Hey, Mike, if you're still watching, did that thumb drive work for you?
What?
My neighbor.
Kind of stuff you send on thumb drives.
Don't worry about it.
You get that thumb drive and you're making the switch to Android?
These are good.
They're
fresh.
It's unreal.
They're not stale at all.
I feel like they're double.
They're very fresh. My Butterfingers were fresh too. You know what it is? I think my nephews were here and they cleaned us out. So this is all freshly stocked candy. So that's probably why. Where normally this room gets used once a week and then it just goes stale.
This is a pretty slow pace for Saba, right?
Jesse has said the most sensible thing I've ever seen anybody say in a live chat. Will Smith is as good as Denzel Washington. I said, I agree.
I think he is.
People hate Will Smith, and I don't understand.
He's played some of the most iconic roles.
Ali.
Independence Day.
Concussion.
7 pounds.
Bagger Vance.
That one movie, the betting movie, is fantastic. What was that called?
He was great in that. No, he wasn't. He was a magician.
No, he wasn't.
Slight?
That's not Slight, but something like that. Focus.
He was a con man.
Con man, yeah.
Yeah, not a bettor.
But he would, at the end, is a big betting thing. That's where he wins all the money. Yeah, I think that was very underrated, was that movie. Partially because it's got Margaret.
Margot Robbie.
Margot.
Everybody just watch me drop a Sour Patch Kid somewhere in this chair. All right, Bearded is redeeming himself. I never said I hated Will Smith. I just like the older stuff better. That's a fair comment.
That's a better argument. No?
Yeah. So you like action hero Will Smith, which I will say Gemini Man felt like a 90s throwback. That was an awesome movie.
I mean, we opened up tonight talking about Wild Wild West. What a fantastic film that is.
That's why he said Will Smith sucked.
Oh, yeah.
It's related, dummy. What happened in that bathroom, Jacob?
Wild Wild West, the opening scene when he's in the big water tower with that girl.
Stop talking about Wild West.
What? We were just talking about it.
If this stays striking like this, Sabah actually could win.
He's pacing himself.
Yeah.
He's still kind of mouth breathing already, though.
Yeah, and he's backing up and circling. Yikes. He fires back.
Oh, God, he got hurt. Is this guy a grappler, too? It looks like it.
All of these Russians, man.
This is going to wear out Sabah, too.
My neighbor offered to give you an armbar demo. And I said, Bad Boys, I would argue, if we're talking about Will Smith, Bad Boys 3 was awesome.
Oh,
Bad Boys 3 might have been the best Bad Boys.
I haven't seen it.
Dude, Bad Boys 3 is legit
I've
good.
only seen the Bad Boys probably once or twice each.
Bad Boys 2 is good, but it was a little over the top. Like, all of a sudden, they're going to Mexico. Bad Boys 3 was like, it came back to, they made fun of their age, all that crap. They worked it in really well. Yeah, Joe gets it. Don't ask Jacob questions knowing his answers could come out very wrong.
Who won that round?
The other dude.
Yeah, I think so, too.
He was dictating the pace, moving forward. Vitor Belfort on PFL. Vitor Belfort is my favorite fighter of all time. Period. End of story.
And who should win this fight?
Fast. I have Mousasi winning, but this is a really...
I mean, how old is this guy?
That's the problem with Mousasi. He's been around for a while.
He looks like he could be...
He's got some miles on him.
40 and 53 years old.
I don't know how old he is, but he has miles.
Someone let me know, please. How old is Mousasi?
Everybody's agreeing. They all like Bad Boys 3. Bad Boys 3 was legit good. I was shocked how good it was. And honestly, what the hell was the other one I just mentioned? Where he fights his younger self. I've been talking about it this whole time.
Man.
What?
Gemini Man?
Yeah, that was legit good too.
I'm going to get those tattoos, I think. Sabah's tattoos. Do you think he'd be a little upset if I did that?
I don't know. I keep spilling freaking Sour Patch Kids. I'm a mess. Dan texted me a bet that he hit on what? What is this?
That's good, right?
I have to like zoom in. Rakhmonbabov over Martinez. Damn, dude. Dan bets money.
This other guy's got the full range dictation.
And he just keeps marching forward.
He's got the fight where the distance where he wants it for sure. Yeah, because Sabah's missing on those big shots. Ooh, big body shot there. Another one. Not looking good for lock of the night. Got taken down. Come on, Sabah! Come on, sweetie. You can do it, sweetie. That's from wow, that's from The Office.
Who says it?
Jim says it to Ryan when Ryan's about to do the presentation for the pyramid, and he gets Jim to act like his mom. He's like, if my mom was here, she'd be encouraging me. So Jim's like acting like his mom.
That's funny.
And then Ryan like looks at him. He's like, you can do it, sweetie. And Ryan's like, you really believe that?
I don't remember that.
Mm-hmm. Like in the back room before the pyramid presentation. Because then Jim has to do it, and he's wearing Ryan's clothes and stuff. You can do it, sweetie.
Ooh, this is a wild exchange right in the pocket.
That's where Sabah wants to be, right?
Yeah, because
he's struggling at range.
Tons of power, tons of speed.
Ooh. Spinning back fist just missed. Oh, Sabah just got cracked by that knee. He's hurt bad.
Yep.
That knee was perfectly timed. Yeah, he's about to be done, I think. Oh, that guy should just keep striking. Yeah, don't go for a sub. Hell, he might have recovered. I think he recovered. That guy should
Sabah's tough as absolute hell.
Yeah. That guy should have just kept teeing off instead of like trying to keep control. I think if he would have just stayed in front of him and just teed off, he would have. But instead, he circled around him and was trying to keep back control, which is not a Bad play.
Joe said one fighter he always enjoyed, win, lose, or draw, was Brian Stan. Do you know who Brian Stan is?
Mine is Cub Swanson.
Well, Brian Stan.
Look at this guy.
They're of the similar era. Brian Stan was the WEC light heavyweight, moved to the UFC, did really well. Former soldier, transitioned to MMA, but then the sport kind of caught up to him. There's only so long.
Head and arm.
He's not going to get it. Not from mount. He's got to come out to the side.
Yeah, he's got his side control, and you got to flip those hips outside.
Which he might do. What were the odds on this fight?
No idea. He's going to get it. Looks like he can get it if he wants to.
He's got to come out to the side. I don't know why he's keeping him here.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
I think he just feels there's too much. I think he feels there's too much space.
Sabah was giving him that opportunity. Oh, that was a big shot there.
What I do like about Bellator is they'll give, like, somebody like Sabah is very skilled, very entertaining, but he's not going to be a champion, right? But they'll give him a lot of opportunities and put him out there and pay him really good money. UFC will give you like 2 or 3 of those, and then they're like, sorry, you're dead. You're done. Yeah. Like Kai Kamaka, dude. They just cut Kai Kamaka, why did they cut Kai Kamaka? He's at least entertaining.
He's entertaining when he's entertaining, but he's a slow fighter.
I get it, but like, I don't know.
But he is tough as shit, so you can put him up against anyone, really.
Yeah, and like, and I know UFC is very different. UFC can get away with paying people nothing because they just want to be there and they'll do it. But
not me. When they called me,
when I saw that, I was genuinely surprised because Kai Kamaka is an entertaining fighter.
Man. 10 seconds, man. Come on.
And Kai's young in his career, and he's coming off a draw that he won. Mm-hmm. It's not like he's coming off a bad loss or 4 losses in a row or anything. I was surprised when they cut him.
Ooh.
Right at the buzzer. All right, Sabah's down 2 rounds. Not looking great. He's got to come out here big, heavy hands.
He's not a 3rd round guy.
Big, heavy hands and make something happen. I agree. Joe said, you got to show Jacob Brian Stan versus Vanderlei Silva. That was a war. J2 Fly, welcome, my man.
Joe, the craziest fight I ever saw, which I think everyone will agree, actually both of them, that I actually just watched for the first time like last fall is the Chandler Alvarez, those fights.
All 3 of them were awesome. I watched the first one live. That story I told about hanging out with Josh Thompson and all that crap, it was that card. I watched that live in person. And it was awesome. J2 Fly talking about how Drew Dober got into MMA because his brother was murdered. Way to really drag down the live stream, J2 Fly. Mousasi to win. I think Mousasi wins. With that being said, Salter's legit, and Mousasi has miles on him, like, meaning on his own body. Lots of miles, lots of fights. Been through wars. So Mousasi may I'm just busting your balls, by the way, about dragging down Mike. Don't worry about that. But Mousasi's got legit miles on him, which worries me, but he should win. He's the better fighter for sure. But anything's possible when you've had as many fights in your career as long as Mousasi has. Sabah just trying to survive at this point. I don't think he can win this fight now. He's definitely slowing down. He's getting out grappled here. He's getting a little beat up. Sabah's his most dangerous on his feet right in front of your face. And we talked about it earlier, right? He almost put out Paul Daly. And then gassed.
Right. Yeah, I said that earlier.
Joe talking about the Chandler Alvarez. All 3 of those fights were insane. The last live fight I went to was Gagey versus Barboza in Philly. It was a fun fight while it lasted.
The last fight I went to was John Gotti III. What a wild night that was.
Why would you say that and not Nick Newell, who's the headliner?
Because I just want to say, because obviously I was there for Nick, but
was Nick Newell the main event?
No. It was
there was a title fight.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Oh, Matt Bestaev.
Is that who it was? I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either because I'm very good friends with Matt Bessette, and I feel like I would have remembered that. But his coach was there. Who the hell? His coach was coaching that girl. What's her name? Yeah. You guys watch Nick Newell's movie? Have you watched? You haven't watched it yet. You're just an absolute. The fact that you haven't watched it is insane.
Very busy.
Yeah.
And no.
Yeah, no, you're busy. You're definitely busy. You're definitely a busy dude. Koreshkov isn't even ranked. Sabah's 10. Koreshkov is not ranked at all.
He's going to take his number.
Which is shocking that he's not ranked because he's unbelievably good.
Well, did he just get the Bellator or something?
Joe's all over Nick Newell's movie. Watched it multiple times. Eric, UFC must come back to Atlanta. The last card was Adesanya versus Gastelum and Holloway versus Poirier too. Both of those fights were sick. Dude, Adesanya versus Gastelum, the only thing that sucks about that fight is you watch that fight and rank Kevin Gastelum based off of it. Meaning, as we do research for next weekend's fights, which is Cannonier versus Gastelum, you could watch that and be like, dude, Gastelum is so tough. Gastelum is never die. Always in your face, blah, blah, blah.
Spa's just got to start raining elbows.
But then there's a million other fights where Gastelum isn't like that. But that was an awesome fight. The problem is you watch it, you leave it being like Kelvin Gastelum is number 2 in the...
Stay off the weed.
You say, like, oh, Gastelum is like number 2 in the world, and he just isn't. Sometimes he shows up, sometimes he doesn't.
Sabah, you can't do this. I would get to my knees and knee him in the head and just see what the ref does. I mean, imagine just like a split second.
What he does have to do is posture up and just unload.
You're going to lose anyway.
Unload in his face is what he has to do.
You're going to lose anyway. You might as well just try.
He's just tired. But yeah, he should just unload and maybe get himself a stoppage. So Sabah Homasi on top, almost, I don't
even think he won this round. After
45 seconds left. He's on top. He's not doing much with it. And that's after more than 2.5 rounds of sort of being on the wrong end of some exchanges. Yeah, he just has to posture up, unload, maybe get himself
a little mission
Look
control.
At this. What is he going to get? A Goga Plata here?
Yeah, that's what I was like, what?
Yeah, okay. What's a Goga Plata? Okay.
That's where he does the... You got to take this leg.
Where does his shin go? Easiest answer in the world.
On his neck.
If this is a Goga Plata, where does his shin go?
On his neck.
What does on his neck mean? What? Explain to me where the shin goes. Show me.
I'm trying to watch this fight.
Okay. You're actually kind of close. It goes here.
I just said it like that.
Okay. Yeah, but that's not how it works, Josh. Styles make fights. And so Josh is saying that breaking down the fight will be easy because they fought the same guy last. But styles do make fights. So it is very different.
These are so good.
And I agree. Homasi probably lost 30-27. He should have. Someone will give him 29-28 because he ended up on top, and some judges only care about control. But yes, it should be 30-27.
Woo. 30-101.
Yeah, yikes. Only 2 takedowns, huh? They don't show reversals or sweeps, though.
Yeah. Great point.
What's that about? That was a co-main. We only got 1 fight left.
Sabah, what a great guy.
Well, the good thing about Bellator is they'll give
whereas the points
they
made
give
up
you
and the points
opportunities.
don't matter. What do they say that for whose line?
What?
Where everything's made up and the points don't matter.
Oh, whose line is it anyway? He's just talking to what's with the camera? The phone camera. Recording a blog? Yes.
Yep, that's exactly what he's doing.
Yeah.
I don't think
that's the former champion. I mean, he's the former champion.
That's what we need to be in the octagon doing, getting those quick interviews right afterwards. Beat Rogan in. You cut in between Rogan with the phone. Wouldn't that be so fun?
I cornered 2 UFC fights. A bunch of Bellator. Bellator, you get in the cage, no problem. And that's all commission related, but you get in the cage, no problem. UFC was like, it is locked down. Even in the locker room, like.
Yeah, it looked like it was locked down in the Conor Khabib fight.
You don't get free tickets. You don't get shit. It's locked down. Like if you're a corner for Bellator, you have a backstage pass and you can kind of just meander around, go wherever you want, sit down in an empty seat. UFC, it's color coded. There is no backs. You're only allowed in the locker room and nowhere else. Nowhere else.
Giga 1.
Yeah. Joe said, I do like that about Bellator. As you said, if it's exciting or you show potential, they'll always give you chances. And they do. They'll keep you around. They'll put you on shows.
Everything's made up and the points don't matter.
Bellator leans into the entertainment aspect of it, where UFC tries to follow the rankings a little.
You know, more. Wayne Brady was just on.
Wait, what's up, Mousasi?
Was just on Mike Tyson's Hot Boxing podcast.
Really?
I haven't seen it, but I just saw the headline that he was on it.
I like.
You hate Mike Tyson.
I don't. I love Mike Tyson, but as a podcast host, he can like barely communicate. He mumbles. He gets like incoherent. Like it's.
Well, the
brutal.
issue is it is hot boxing, and he usually is just absolutely stoned out.
That's literally why it's called hot box. Because they just smoke weed and chat.
They'll sit in the room and whatever. But everyone like didn't make fun of it, but for the Khabib, because he'll smoke with anyone there. But I guess with Khabib, I don't know if Khabib requested or he was trying to be polite to Khabib. He didn't smoke during it, but everyone said he smoked the entire show's worth beforehand because he like didn't say like a word. Because literally, and Cejudo, I honestly like. Obviously, I don't hate him personally, but his persona is like so annoying. But that dude is like the most genuine, nice, caring human, I think, in the world. The way, because he pretty much ran that podcast, and the way that he was talking to Khabib and asking him questions, like getting the answers out of Khabib without being like, he would like start talking about Khabib's dad and stop himself, be like, listen, we don't have to talk about that, you know?
Yeah.
Like just certain moments like that where you could tell he was like genuine, like didn't want to offend Khabib type of thing. That dude is incredible, Henry Cejudo.
Well, dude, Henry Cejudo, I had his book. So Josh was talking about how Bellator and PFL judges are different. The rules are different too. There's no elbows in PFL. Like it is different. Joe asked if we're live streaming for Woodley versus Paul. Maybe. The problem is it's a Sunday. Well, it's on Showtime. The problem is, can we even live stream it? Because last time the freaking stream collapsed and it was a disaster. So we'll see. We'll try, but we'll see. Anyway, before Cejudo was in the UFC and made up this weird persona of like a horrible person, he was an Olympic gold medalist wrestler. I bought his book. I read his book. Like the dude was just a quiet little guy. So it's all persona, and he did what he needed to do. Triple C, that whole thing. The retiring was weird to me. I don't know why he retired.
Well, here's the thing that I understand too is why he continues the persona after he retired. Like, what's the point of that? Because he's still like cringe. Because I think
he'll come out of retirement if
that's the only thing that would make sense. Like, you want to keep it going, like just in case or whatever. Which makes me think that he's not fully retired.
But I just don't know why you walk away when you're the champ, making the like. There's no way he's making more money now than he was doing that, and I don't know who was going to beat him.
What's that last name there?
See?
Mago.
Oh, the one on top.
Yeah, I thought you were being a smart ass. Let's see. Even though it could be like Psy, it could be Mago Med Dick Karamel.
Mago Medikanernov. You know me, I'm great with the names.
All right.
Joe said, imagine how quickly Colby Covington changes his mindset after he retires. Kobe's super open and honest about his persona. If you watch Food Truck Diaries with Brendan Schaub and Colby Covington, Kobe legit talks about the persona, how family members disowned him. And he literally is like, I don't get it. Like it's an act. I've done it to make money. I've done it to build a name for myself. And my family, like some of my family takes it serious. And they don't even talk to me anymore. It's brutal. So he talks about it being a persona. He's very open about that.
Right.
Which good for him.
Oh, there's your boy.
Who? Which one?
Austin. Mr. Van Zandt.
Oh, he's American Top Team?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, they both are.
I don't know if they are anymore. Didn't she leave for when she did the bare knuckle? Or that's when she.
No, that's when she started.
Yeah. I think he was already there, maybe.
I don't know.
Oh my God! He had a rag in his hand.
I thought it was like skin.
I didn't know what
It did look. I agree.
Or it looked like a baggie full of something.
It was like really
there's my toe or something. Like
it looked really weird.
Thank you.
Shut the fuck up. Muppet. Absolutely.
I think I'm gonna get that tattoo.
The eye on the neck.
How badass that be?
You should. Yeah, you definitely should. That would help with the growing of the channel for sure. You'd have instant credibility. Be like, wow. You have two professional fighters.
Pliers to the ears.
Dan, professional fighter. Nick, professional fighter. Angelo, managed fighters. And Jacob with that wild tattoo. He must be crazy. Yeah, you should do it.
He throws down.
Yeah, you should do it for sure.
Look, I bet Joe might be able to beat me down, but if I have that neck tattoo, there's no way. There's no way Joe's touching me with the neck tattoo. You kidding me?
Joe said, I remember before he switched his ways, he was a good fighter, but boring. Well, that's what Dan literally tells the story about how the UFC told him, win or lose your next fight, you're out. You're too boring. We don't need you on the roster.
Against Damian Maia in Brazil.
That's when he changed his whole persona, started attacking Brazilians and all that crap.
He did the old Chael Sonnen.
Yeah.
Chael Sonnen Silva, you absolutely suck.
Chael Sonnen is by far the best to ever do it with trash talk. There's nobody better. Nobody.
I thought that when I tapped, I had lost that round. If they would have explained to me that tapping lost me in the entire fight, I thought we'd go to the judges' scorecards. I would win 4-1. Nobody had explained to me that tapping meant the fight was over.
Honestly, the most heartbreaking thing was when he lost that fight. They interviewed him after.
Oh, they asked about his dad. He said
he was just standing there like choked up. He's like, I just feel like I'm always second best.
Is that what he said?
He's like, I was second at the Worlds, second at the Olympics, second at this, second at that, and now second in my title shot. He's like, this is hard, man. This is hard. Like, and you could see it.
Well, someone asked me, I don't know if it was after that fight or when it was, because he was sitting down on this one, but somebody said, you talk about your dad a lot. What do you think he would say right now? What do you think you tell him? I think is what they said. And he just immediately just started crying. He said that I tried. And that's all he said.
Well, that's rough.
Yeah.
That's rough. Yeah, I mean, I love Chael Sonnen. Dude, Chael Sonnen's, first of all, he's hilarious. And he's also communicates what that dude tells a story like nobody has ever told the story. Like he tells it, he'll take the most boring shit and make it a phenomenal story. And then he's very open and honest outside of his persona. Like he'll talk about
Jesse. Are you intoxicated? Are you intoxicated?
What did he say?
GSP.
Yeah, that's
that Bisping. Remember the Bisping?
I'm not impressed by air performance.
Are you intoxicated?
Are you not impressed by air performance? But like Chael Sonnen, he got fired. So UFC had a show, UFC Tonight, and he was the host, him and Kenny Florian. And he got fired because he tested positive for all sorts of PED, like an insane amount. And he was like, yeah, I did. I'm trying to have a kid. Like, I got to do what's right for my body. Like, having a kid is more important than these stupid drug tests. And he just, like, talked about it, was open about it. And, it's just interesting to see that instead of the immediate denial. No, I didn't know it. I didn't do it. Yeah. Must be taking supplements.
Yeah. There was a Colts player who got suspended, Robert Mathis, because he was taking stuff to have to try to have kids and pop for it, but they still suspended him, and they ended up having twins.
The difference with the NFL is you get popped for what, 4 games?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, 2 years in the UFC. 2 years.
Yeah.
2 years you can't earn a living. 2 years. It's insane. So this is a walkout, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Main event of the evening.
Are you intoxicated?
I'm not impressed by it performance.
What else does it say? I never was around for GSP.
That's it.
You know. And it's so weird that Canadians are like
French.
That there's some Canadians that are like that. Yeah.
That are like that? What, French?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of French
Jesus.
Canadians, but it's like such a thick. I mean,
They speak. It's the primary language.
I know,
you
but it's
clown.
like I know a lot of Canadians.
What
from
is
Toronto.
happening?
I know a lot of Canadians from Toronto. Nobody talks like that.
Jesus, dude. Okay, go to Louisiana and go to New York City and see if those people talk the same.
Same.
Borderline, not the same language.
Bye.
It's not.
Oh, go give me good damn bye.
Louisiana is the roughest accent in the country. Like that's a rough fucking accent, man. Rough.
What like a West Virginia is like. It's not great. Did you ever watch?
Joe said, "Didn't Laurent Landry get suspended on the Redskins and Colts for the same thing? Maybe."
Laurent Landry was the biggest human being on planet Earth. That dude's arms were like literally like this big. He was a safety. When we signed him, I was like, oh god, because we had Bob Sanders too. Because Bob Sanders was like just like a huge. He was only 5'8", but like 200 and some pounds, just an absolute monster. And but when we saw Laurent Landry, it was like just a different level of monster. It's ungodly how big that guy was. That was like definitely the one guy where he pops for steroids. You're like, huh?
Yeah, that makes sense. I see it. I see it. Well, first of all, Yoel Romero popped, but his actually was tainted supplements.
Yeah, he won a big lawsuit or something, right?
Yeah, against the supplement company.
Yeah.
He's sponsored by a builder. I wonder what they paid. It's very interesting.
Who's the favorite? He's not the champ, right?
No, Mousasi is the champ. Salter, I don't know the betting odds, but
this guy just came in second, didn't he? Didn't he already come in?
No, Champ always comes in second. I wouldn't be surprised if Salter's the favorite, though. I mean, Salter's legit. Very legit.
What's he good at?
He's honestly a well-rounded mixed martial artist, mostly a grappler.
I think that was Paige holding the cards.
Like he's a grappler for sure, but he's legit well-rounded. Like he's good.
They're gonna hold on to her, right? She's 0-3 in bare knuckle, but they're like
0-2.
I thought it was 3 now.
No, it's only a second because she signed a 3-fight deal. So this is her. Of course, they're gonna stick with her. And I think
did you ever see that fight? I never even saw highlights or any of
the last one.
Rachel
No,
Ostovich fight.
No, and I don't even know if it's paying off for them. Like I don't know if bare knuckle is doing what it's supposed to do, and they're getting the ratings they're supposed to get. I don't know anything.
Or they're just hemorrhaging money.
Yeah, I have no idea at all. See you, Josh. Thanks for hanging out, man. Appreciate it.
They do.
Cooper and Gegard, everybody fighting at the same time.
Look at this guy. Looks like Chris Weidman.
Gegard? He fought Chris Weidman.
He absorbed him.
Joe Todoro.
Look at that. He's a good-looking dude.
No, he's not. Joe Todoro.
That's not a good-looking dude right now?
Who was scarier than Laurent Landry? Taylor Mays, 6'3", 230 safety, looking like a bodybuilder.
Sean Taylor, maybe. Sean Taylor was probably scarier than Laurent. And for good reasons, too. Sean Taylor was a linebacker.
Lawrence Taylor was a linebacker, scariest person in the history of the world.
Uh-huh.
What?
Scarier than, like, Hellboy?
Lawrence Taylor?
Yeah.
Cocaine Lawrence Taylor?
Scarier than the devil?
I've seen
Beelzebub?
Lucifer, and the devil's very charming.
Beelzebub? I've seen Little Nicky.
Lucifer.
That's an underrated movie, honestly.
I haven't seen Little Nicky first. So Gegard just entered. Both guys are in the cage. They're going to do announcements and then fight to start.
The guy grows boobs.
PFL's running ads. Sadabu Sai got smoked by Magomed Karamov. 47, 7, and 2. That's insane.
He's only 36.
Yeah, but it's miles, not years. Miles matter. 6'2", 185. He was a legend.
And I wouldn't walk.
BJ Penn. So we talked about it in our interview with Dean Thomas.
100 more. Look, they do that too. The PFL. That's kind of cool. They just have everyone's fan vote.
Fans, Randy, Kenny, and the judges. So they're split.
No,
everybody thinks. Why did they change the colors like that?
I don't know. To let you know that those on the left are not important.
What's P or FPR?
It must be like the computer they use. The computer says that he won.
The computer was right, man. The computer was
Always
right. It
knows. The computer knows. No, he says Veer right.
The Office again? When he drives into the lake?
Yeah.
I actually talked to my buddy about developing some sort of AI or something into the website where I told you this, right? It was your idea, but then I reached out to my buddy.
I was like, "What are you about to try and stay?"
No, it was you mentioned it, and then I reached out to my buddy who actually is in that space to try to get it done. Fighter A, Fighter B. Look at the stats. Who do you think wins? Joe said bare knuckle undercard was legit random guys off the street versus famous TikTokers. It is a weird business model for sure.
Oh, that guy was.
They pay good money. Like real good money.
Who the hell's this guy?
Huh? Handsome?
Is that Cooper?
That's Rory McDonald.
That's not Rory McDonald.
That is Rory McDonald.
He never had hair, right? That's Rory McDonald.
Rory McDonald has
I thought he was
he had shaved head for a while, then he had like trendy flip, like he's had everything. He went from like trendy to
also when I
metro haircut.
I know what I'm thinking of when I hear Rory McDonald. I think I'm in my head. I'm picturing Joe Lazon or whatever his name is.
What?
I don't know why. That's just where I think.
Rory McDonald was in some freaking wars at welterweight, and that's his problem.
Yeah, Rory McDonald. He was in the war with Rod Lawler. Right?
Yes.
That's not Rory McDonald.
His lip was like.
No, he had shaved head in that fight.
Okay, but he doesn't now.
That wasn't him.
And he doesn't always have a shaved head. All right, A-guard fight started. Feeling each other out. Salter, sloppy low kick.
These guys are the best in the division. These guys look like
K-guard's legit. When you remove testing, which is like de-aging.
What the hell is that?
That was bad. Salter's a grappler, though. Not
13 first-round finishes, and that's what he does? 31 first-round finishes? Jesus Christ.
Well, they're feeling each other out.
He has 31 first-round finishes.
He has 58 fights. So it's half.
I think he only had 31 or 37 wins or something like that. So that means
47 wins.
Wow. Still a lot.
And he came charging in with that big one,
That's got to be more than 50%. This guy's awful.
Gegard is actually dictating the pace here.
Yeah, this guy's awful.
No, so I mean Salter.
He's not any good.
He's one-dimensional.
Well, he's not doing anything dimensionally right now.
And don't tell me that's not Rory McDonald on the other screen. It's clearly Rory McDonald.
That's not right there. It's not.
See, there's.
Yeah, great plan. Don't jump on his neck.
Well, he might get this.
No, frame him. Dig the underhook.
Salter took a sloppy shot, but followed it up with a decent shot. Pushed Gegard against the cage and got the takedown.
Yeah.
He's very one-dimensional.
You got to have better balance in that situation.
He's very one-dimensional, but he's good at that one dimension.
You got to know where your hips are at.
Uh-huh.
Look at this. Don't let him control your ankle like that. That's embarrassing. Right?
It's pointless.
But it's a little embarrassing, I would say.
But pointless. What he should do is sit on those ankles and then Gegard's stuck there.
All right. He should try and collect both legs here.
I mean, Gegard's, you got 47 wins, 58 fights overall, whatever it is.
This is embarrassing.
Legit veteran.
Look, you just let him collect your legs like that?
It's just time. You're an idiot. You're an idiot.
Why don't you just stand up? Just stand up.
Derek Lewis would have.
Rest in peace.
That's not Roy McDonald?
No.
Okay.
Right there? No. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay.
What a surprise.
I see it now.
What a surprise.
I saw that lip. Dangling. Well, that's a fun fight, huh?
John Salter is very one-dimensional.
He's
So I
not
said he
doing-
was
he's
live.
not even doing this very well.
I said he was live, man.
Look, you just let him straight up. Oh, remember when that ankle doesn't matter? Get out of here. Remember when he was grabbing his ankle and you said it doesn't matter?
He didn't. Now Gegard's going to pull it off and keep it in his
crazy
head.
how that changes, huh?
And he's up. Ankle didn't matter.
He might grab it again.
I
Like
mean,
here-
John Salter
here,
might
these
grab
should be- right here, these
Gegard's
should be
back by
illegal.
now.
Right now, they should be legal. Just boom, right in his face. See how fast he starts squirming.
Oh, he's got his knee down.
Because now he's just stalling. Look at him just stall right there, knee to the head.
He's just trying to control. Oh, Gegard?
Yeah, it's like he's just stalling in this
Yeah,
position.
he
But
is
if he
stalling.
could get kneed in the face, he wouldn't be doing this right now.
Joe Todoro said the first fight he ever went to was actually Din Thomas versus Matt
Deep.
Serra in 2003 when he was 11. That's pretty cool.
My first fight was a Nick Newell fight,
Yeah.
and my last. Unfortunately.
Well, Bellator goes to Oklahoma a lot. So next time they go to Oklahoma, we can definitely get tickets. Although
that big casino?
Rich Chu, no. Although Rich Chu left, and Rich Chu was my big hookup. But
That one's deep.
Gegard
That one's deep.
Mousasi, you abandoned it. Defended a takedown, had a nice guillotine standing, but he abandoned it, which I totally get.
Right. That's
30
a smart play. That's why I was yelling at
40
people.
something seconds left. What are you gonna do? Gas your arms out for a Hail Mary?
I was making fun of people for doing
Dude,
this.
these knees, John Salter dropped because Gegard is kneeing him in the chest. Those knees are legit.
Who won this round?
Is that a real question?
Yeah. I assume Salter.
Yeah, he was on top the entire time.
He's been doing this the whole time.
That's
There's a whole
he's
lot of
still
nothing.
winning.
A whole lot of nothing.
Nah, it's 1-0 Salter, but he'll fade, and Mousasi will start to pour it on.
He looks tired already. That's for sure.
I mean, the
Got
offensive
the old
wrestling,
5-rounder.
it's exhausting. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, Salter's already got a cut above his eye. Considering he was dictating the pace, that's interesting. I'm curious. I want to see Mousasi's corner. Here we go. Ooh, his hand might be messed up. They're working on his hand for some reason.
Oh, no. Probably right there. He probably broke it on his forehead. Oh, wait. His hand?
Mousasi's hand.
Oh. Does it look like he was just messing with his hand there for some reason?
Well, there might not be anything wrong with it, but his coaches were working one hand specifically. Joe, you're saying you're gonna.
He did knee him in the head.
Well, his hand wasn't down.
Yeah, he lifted his hand off the ground with his knee.
There you go, but it wasn't on the ground. Joe, you're saying you're gonna fight in Ring of Combat? Lou Neglia's Ring of Combat? October 22nd? I know Lou. Good old Lou Neglia. He's been doing Ring of Combat for 100 years.
Yeah, me and Lou go way back.
You're such a fucking absolute
I got some Lou stories.
monkey.
Oh, he didn't like that.
I don't, but I'm sure there's a lot of people that do. He's been old. He's like Morgan
These
Freeman.
walls could talk. You know
He's like Morgan Freeman. He's been old for 50 years.
Oh. He didn't like.
Are
the
you
striking
going to
things.
Ring of Combat or fighting at Ring of Combat? Well,
Oh,
Salter backing up. Gegard dictating the pace of this round for sure.
yeah, he didn't like those strikes.
Yeah, Gegard just has to be careful that Salter's not going to shoot another takedown, push him against the cage.
He's just
And
staring at his hips.
More of the same. The thing is, so Salter is a very one-dimensional fighter. He's very effective at the one dimension, which is wrestling, but he's not dangerous there. You know what I mean? He'll get the takedowns to ride you out, but he's not dangerous there.
I keep thinking
in PFL on the other screen, we got Ray Cooper running out to the cage. So they'll both be fighting at the same time.
I keep thinking Mousasi's shorts say blunt.
What do they say?
Bunt?
Oh. All right, Ray Cooper's in the cage for PFL.
Oh, nice shorts. Are those pink?
They are pink.
Is that the PFL colors? Is pink and blue?
I have no idea.
I guess it looks like that banner behind is pink too, right?
It does. I have no idea.
I thought it was red and blue. Maybe it's like special night.
Mousasi Salter still standing. Mousasi definitely dictating the pace of this fight.
Hands low.
Lost the first round though, but dictating the pace of the second round. I think Salter sort of blew his wad in those takedowns.
He's very tired.
Dude, Rory McDonald is only 32 years old. Jesus. That's what those wars are. Oh, man. Salter with a beautiful shot. Dude, he's so good at wrestling. And he's going to get this takedown against Mousasi because Mousasi made the biggest mistake you could ever make, which is take your feet off the mat. Oh,
takes
brutal.
all your leverage away.
It does. I mean, it does. You're being a smartass, but it does.
No, I don't. I know what's going on.
Never take your feet off the mat.
That's not Rory McDonald.
You can't tell by the zombie eyes?
Just doesn't look like him. So he's going to lose this round.
Salter, yes. I mean, there's time left. Salter got the takedown, controlling it, and they're announcing on the PFL, they're announcing the fight now, so that didn't start yet.
How close is the PFL to Bellator status? Or is it still pretty far behind?
Bellator's number 2. They're probably number 3.
Well, I know, but how is it close?
I don't think so.
Do you think PFL is closer to Bellator or Bellator is closer to UFC?
I don't think anybody's close to UFC, so it's got to be PFL close to Bellator.
Wow.
Nobody close to UFC. Nobody.
What about the game bred bare knuckle MMA?
I mean, dude, there's those regional shows that make legit money, like CES in Connecticut. That's where you went for Nick's fight. They make money. They do well. They make money.
That fight, right? I did.
Like
I saw my ticket.
That organization feeds.
We can raffle off that ticket. I'll autograph it.
That organization.
I'll put hashtag lock of the week on there.
What the hell is this? Shan G with the wild comment. That organization feeds like a lot of families. How did this happen? What did I miss? Mousasi on top, dominating. I don't know how he got reversed. Or got the reversal. How did this happen?
I don't know, but
you were too busy saying stupid crap.
Rory dominating on the other side.
He's just holding him against the cage.
Dominating. See the other underhook?
I mean, Rory McDonald's the better fighter for sure. Everybody, including Dan's on Ray Cooper, because of the sheer power and athleticism.
Oh, this might be stopped here.
But Rory McDonald is definitely the better fighter.
Oh. He's fine.
Salter getting messed up. I don't know.
He's fine.
Is he?
Those elbows aren't even getting through.
Salter getting lit up. Salter's on his back, curled up in the fetal position, and Mousasi is just pounding away. 2 seconds left. He'll survive. Woo. 1-1. Bellator's 1-1.
10-8.
PFL is Rory McDonald holding Ray Cooper
That could have been a 10-8.
against the cage.
The last 30 seconds, it could have been stopped at any moment. That could have been a 10-8.
Stop saying crazy things.
This is on its way to a 10-8 too, probably.
Rory McDonald just literally eliminating any chance of getting hit in the face by holding him against the cage. Dude, DraftKings really is all over PFL, huh? But they don't even do it for their fantasy. It's crazy. Makes no sense. Defies logic.
They had that strike speed on. Obviously, they're not throwing strikes right now, but even when they do, it's like it only catches it every once in a while.
Wow, how could it? Joe said that Ray Cooper was in an interview saying he's not impressed with Rory's career, which is insane because Rory has a very impressive career. Rory's the better fighter. The problem is he has a lot of miles on him, which is why everybody's on Ray Cooper. Because Rory McDonald has just been in too many wars. You can't fight that many minutes in that tough a fight and just keep your chin. So Rory McDonald literally has spent 2.5 minutes of the first round just holding Ray Cooper against the cage. That's it. Now Ray Cooper taking a shot, picked it up, finished the shot. Ray Cooper took down Rory McDonald. And then we got Gegard Mousasi just marching forward, throwing accurate strikes with John Salter's just inaccurate wild strikes.
Rory's got a dangerous guard.
Rory's the better fighter. He's just got miles, man.
Dangerous guard. He's climbing. He's climbing that. He loses a little bit in half guard. He was climbing quick though.
Oh, well, we need Cooper to win. We get a new member out of it.
Come on, Cooper, you son of a bitch.
We'll get a new member out
Just
of it.
stayed up and started yelling. Come on.
Who was it that said that?
Whoever was one.
I forget what it was.
Yeah.
$5. Jesse said Lawler versus Rory is one of the top fights he's ever seen. I 100% agree with you. That was an incredible fight.
They say it's the best stare down in sports history. At the end of that one round where they just stare at each other. Like
Bloody.
7 seconds. Yeah.
That was an amazing fight. Rory McDonald on his back, getting hit. I don't know how judges are going to score that round because it was like 2.5. They must score it for Cooper,
It's
right?
gotta be Cooper.
On top is more dominant than against the cage.
Oh,
and Gegard Mousasi at this point is dominating John Salter.
Climbing that guard again.
A high guard doesn't mean anything.
He's got very good flexible hips.
Rory McDonald is the better fighter.
His hip flexibility is something to be desired.
Mousasi's going to get a stoppage here. He's just touching up. He's on top, touching John Salter whenever he wants.
Those aren't getting through.
I know, and it's over. Gegard Mousasi by stoppage, big win. Picked it, even though he was a favorite.
We nailed it.
I'm going to move PFL to this TV, I guess.
We called that.
I don't know how many times I got to tell you people. All right, let's see. Let's move that over here.
Oh, it's a little head and arm he's got there. He's got to get to the other side. He got it. The fence is going to be an issue.
Ray Cooper has a head and arm.
The fence is in the way.
So let me edit this. Ray Cooper has a head and arm on Rory McDonald with 9 seconds left.
Yeah, the fence was in the way.
Ray Cooper's legit good, man, huh? Saved by the bell.
He held on to that for an extra second, too.
PFL.
Thank God that ref's got those biceps. Jesus Christ. The hell are those?
Is that my buddy from Turkey? Short jacked ref?
Yeah, he's huge.
Yeah. Cooper versus oh my God, what is his name?
McDonald.
Oh.
McDonald. I don't think it's McDonald.
Rory McDonald. Let me shut this up.
Oh. Woo!
Different commercials. You see that?
I'm actually surprised it's already 10:30. This just flies by when you're having so much fun.
It's cruising.
Yeah, you're cruising for a bruising.
Let's see. All right, so we've transitioned out of Bellator watching PFL. Joe Todoro said let's go back watch Bonner versus Griffin. Yeah, Bonner versus Griffin was a fun fight, but it wasn't really technical. And it was really just more of an iconic fight than anything. Ray Cooper looking fresh and tired at the exact same time, if that makes sense.
He does have zombie eyes, huh?
Yeah, Rory McDonald's a psychopath.
Ooh.
Oh, man. Rory's throwing, but he's getting touched by Ray.
You know who he kind of looks like is Christian Bale. A little bit.
Like when he's crazy in American Psycho. Ray Cooper shooting a takedown. On his knees, though. He's going to have to come off his knees. And there it is.
I don't think he came off his knees.
Yeah, he didn't.
I mean, he loves that high guard. He's going to get head and armed every time he tries to do it now.
It's too old school. He needs to be trying to stand up is what he needs to be doing.
I
So
don't think he stands up.
a little over 4 minutes left. Cooper's winning this fight. Yeah, it's an interesting fight. Dan was on Cooper. Josh in the comments was on Cooper.
What were the odds?
I don't know.
Damn it.
I don't know. Go to Best Fight Odds, see if they're there.
Go to Best Fight Odds, see if they're there.
Did my voice crack?
Go to Best Fight Odds, see if they're there. What the hell is this? Is this the same card? Is this August 13th?
Mm-hmm.
It's not. They're not on here.
Because it started, I guess.
But all these fights are on here, but they're not.
But not the main event. Okay.
Can you read them one by one?
If I pull it up and I find them, what do I get?
Well, look on my phone. There's nothing here. Look, not there, 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 not there. Oh, this is PFL, idiot.
You're so stupid.
I said, is this Bellator?
No, you didn't. You absolute doofus. So
Jesus Christ.
Jesse Correa said
It's still not there.
Sanchez
PFL.
versus Clay Guida is good. That is an awesome fight.
I see the Psy fight.
Angelo Jacob, did you guys hear that Anderson Silva versus Tito Ortiz? Yes, we actually talked about that before. That'll be an interesting
It's still not there.
interesting fight. Ringe Franklin KOing Chuck Liddell was I hated that. I hated everything about
It's
that.
literally not there.
Or maybe because the fight started?
No, and this is all the fights. Because there's the Psy one right there. Magomedov and Psy.
I don't know. I don't know. Well, Ray Cooper on top.
2-0.
Getting the best of it. This will probably go the distance, honestly.
Nah.
And we just watched Mousasi get a dominant stoppage. Dominant stoppage.
I think Roy will get tired enough. He gets sloppy and gets caught on because they start. Every round starts on the feet. So.
Oh, really?
I think on the third round. Oh, that strike 14 miles an hour. 9 miles an hour.
That is funny. How are they getting that? Where's the laser beam?
Yeah, guy just with the police radar gun, just trying to get angles.
I mean, Ray Cooper 38 for 51. Rory McDonald 6 for 10 in strikes. Yikes! Oh, standing him up. Standing him up. So I did spend a whole week in Turkey with that ref. Me, Parker Porter, who was interviewed today. We talked about it. Diego Lima was there. Ryan Quinn. We spent a whole week with that ref in Turkey. Cool, dude.
Look at that guy.
He's cool, dude. He's not as meatheady as you would get from looking at him. Nice guy. Dude, Ray Cooper throwing absolute.
Let's get the ref cam right now. Oh,
yeah, beautiful shot. He dropped this. You said because he dropped for the elevation, but beautiful shot.
Because it was right on that knee.
It was at the exact same time.
I mean, they haven't gone to the ref cam once. Why is he wearing it? I want to see the ref.
Because I think he moves too much.
But right now he's just standing right over top of this. Be perfect.
It's not better than this angle we're looking at.
But it's more awesome.
Intimate.
Yeah.
You absolute creep.
Maybe with his cam we can hear him breathing.
I never watched Vanderford fights lit before he got his Van Zant. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't either. Obviously, that marriage is helping him out for sure.
That sugar is just sitting in my stomach now,
that's
like an anchor.
Every time I eat candy in this room watching fights, when I go to bed, I'm like, ugh.
I haven't eaten dinner either, so it literally just feels like there's just a rock of sugar in my stomach.
Which is weird. Why does it sit there?
I don't know. It's like when you put it in a glass of water, it just all sinks to the bottom.
This is a cool angle.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The hell? I said do that the whole time.
Before the actual camera angle was better. And you're like, I want to see the ref's angle, which would just be the top of the head.
You literally just switched to it and you're like, oh, this is a cool angle.
Because of where he was, you
Jesus
doofus.
Christ. You're just contradicting yourself.
Okay.
And then you say, okay, you called me a doofus.
Are those Costco waters?
Kirkland?
I think those are Kirkland waters.
Unreal.
They're only, Costco water's only 5 cents. Those are Kirkland waters. They're only 5 cents. You know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, 5 cents. Even in the vending machine at a Costco, 5 cents. They don't even mark it up in the
Water
vending
should be free. It falls from the sky.
machine. Go collect it.
I think you're not allowed, right? Didn't someone like
Certain states.
like the city like sued them because they were collecting rainwater and stuff?
Yeah, which is crazy.
It's so crazy. This dude is just like full. Like his muscles are just so.
Is this the last
out.
round or are there 5 rounds?
It's 5 rounds.
So everybody just adopted main events are 5 rounds?
I guess. It's 3 rounds. Sorry.
Oh, Ray Cooper going at it. Hey, no, it's only 3 rounds.
It looks like it's 3 right there, all lit up, because they were only 2 lit up.
Yeah, but there's also the one in front of it and one behind it that they could squeeze in.
I'm just saying they would have had them all filled out.
Sure.
And lit up only a couple, but... And they're fighting like it's a 3rd round. Look at this ref cam, man! Isn't this awesome?
You know, it's not the best angle.
Go to it right now again.
Yeah, Gegard won Hilario. Oh, so all of a sudden Hilario's adding things. Now he needs the Cooper KO. Oh, we knew you needed the Cooper KO. I didn't know you needed Gegard. That's right. I didn't know you needed Gegard.
I don't think this is going to be a
Well,
KO.
you're not going to get a Cooper KO.
Not unless they get stood up again.
Yeah, you're going to Cooper win, but you're not going to get a
Look
Cooper.
at that. That ref's got some thighs on him, too. It's not all about the biceps.
I spent a whole week with him, dude. He would eat with us in Turkey, and he ate so fucking clean.
Is he wearing a cup?
Yeah, he's just heavy, man. He actually was a...
Look at that. He's not wearing a cup. You're telling me he's not wearing a cup.
He was just a good dude.
I'm 100% serious. He's not wearing a cup.
I don't know.
Jesus.
He's a cop.
I believe it.
I'll tag you on Twitter when you win. Well, thank you, Hilario. I appreciate that. I just don't know if you're going to get a KO here. The KO is going to be tough.
No way.
The KO is going to be tough, especially if it's only 3 rounds, which I don't know if it's 3 or 5.
It's only 3.
If it's 5, you have a chance. If it's 3, you have no chance.
He's about to stand him up again.
He's going to win. He's definitely going to win. No doubt about it.
He's going to stand him up again.
KO is a little tricky.
Oh, now you want to get back to your feet. Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
Here we go.
Ray Cooper's winning this fight for sure. Dan put several units on Ray Cooper to win this fight.
Here's that high guard again.
Oh, Shkuva. He threw it up there.
Oh, and I was about to get really...
Rory McDonald's just so tough. By KO is hard.
Yeah,
man.
I've never seen that. Look, it's... Oh,
What?
his leg was like all the way up, like behind him. It was very weird.
Yeah.
I've never seen someone like tied up in that position.
Oh, is that right?
He could have went for the if Cooper was paying attention and saw that leg in that position, you know what he could have done.
Oh, all right. Hilario's got the money line. Hilario, you're going to win, my man. You're definitely going to win this. Definitely going to win
Watch him pull
this.
out a triangle right now.
No, you're definitely going to win this fight. And your big-ass bet. And shout out to Dan from Hilario. And Joe is wondering how you notice the referee's cup.
I mean, it's just in your fit's the only thing you can see.
I didn't notice it.
Oh, chasing this
Uh-oh.
Kimura here.
Rory McDonald with the Kimura. And it's gone. Yeah, Rory McDonald's going to lose.
At least he's trying.
The winner faces Maga Makarov in the welterweight championship. Yeah, so this has to be 3 rounds because they can't make it 5 rounds just as the main event if it's the same tournament. That's not fair.
Oh, yeah.
So it's got to be 3 rounds. So you should be good, Hilario,
I don't know. He keeps
with
he's
the
working,
giant payday.
He's trying to work those submissions from the bottom still, and they happen fast.
There's 1 minute, 12 seconds left. The dude's been getting beat up.
They can happen fast. This would be good here. A couple elbows in here tight, and then just start posture up and laying on him, try to finish it. Because, I mean, he's just trying to survive at this
There
point.
is yeah, he is surviving. Well, we don't need the KO. We just need Hilario to get a money line win.
It looked like he was trying to sweep one leg out. So he could
Dude,
come,
Hilario's 40-something
so he could
seconds away
come
from
high
big
with
money.
the other leg and then attack an armbar.
A submission can
Here he
happen.
goes. He's doing it. You got the one leg out. He's gonna come high with the other one. Nope.
You're good, Hilario. You're not gonna lose a submission.
Cooper was wise to it.
20 seconds left, and you're good.
Oh, he's digging those overhooks. Oh, they're stood him up. They're standing him up.
Logan with the donation.
Uh oh.
Why are you gasping? Shut up. 5 seconds left.
Oh, imagine he just flatlines him.
Your buddy Logan just super chatted $10.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hey, thanks,
While
Logan.
you're fake gasping at the TV.
I don't have the chat open, Logan. Oh my god, he did. He didn't say anything. He just sent it.
Just send it.
That's boss ass shit.
There it is.
Oh, should we really have Connor up there still? After all the things he's been saying,
I can try to make a Dan Kramer gift, but that's gonna be hard. So Hilario, you should be good. If you don't win your bet, Hilario, that's insane. That's insane. You should be good.
No, you're good.
You should be good.
I mean, McDonald had like 15 strikes the entire fight. 28 strikes.
I know judges are idiots, but yeah, you should absolutely be good. 90 of 109, 19 of 20. What did Black Beast get last week? 7.
Yeah, in the third round, he had 1 head strike, 1 body strike, and 1 leg strike. He had 3 strikes in 3 rounds.
Who? Joe said we all know who Jacob wants to replace McGregor with. Who?
Ryan Hall. Just doing it. What if it was Ryan Hall just doing an Arminari roll?
Just rolling around like an idiot on the screen? That's funny. All right, Hilario. Once you get your decision, we're out of here. We got commercial, and then you should be good. Hit your bet. And then I'm going straight to bed.
Yep, me too. We're going straight to bed.
Jesus, dude. My contacts are so dry. That's the problem with these.
It's too bad.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. All right, let's see what we got here. I mean, these fights were all pretty good, honestly. Mute, when you're watching fights that you didn't do research for, mute definitely does take away from it a little bit. But I could watch UFC muted.
I've done it multiple times.
If you pull that T-Bow type decision, I would sue somebody. Yeah, this was too obvious. Way too obvious. And T-Bow's been on the right and wrong side of many controversial decisions. That dude has beat the crap out of some people and lost. And then won some decisions he shouldn't have either. All right, we're just waiting for the decision here. Ray Cooper should have beat Rory McDonald pretty handily. So we'll see. We'll see in a minute. It is taking forever to get this decision, though.
Yeah, this is like ungodly.
We're talking
These are great commercials.
the Jimmy John's ones.
Freaking Jimmy John's. No, he says Jimmy's John's.
Yeah.
Freaking Jimmy's John's.
I had Panera for lunch. It sucked.
I love Panera.
I'm not a fan of Panera.
I love Panera.
It's over. I mean, it's too fancy. I'm
French
from the
fry.
Northeast, dude. If I get a hero, I want a hero. Big sandwich with a bunch of meat. Not like some dainty little focaccia bread, whatever the hell.
Dude, the barbecue chicken sandwich, you get a whole barbecue chicken sandwich, that's a lot of stuff.
I don't want barbecue chicken sandwich.
Why?
Because it's microwaved barbecue chicken.
Well, it's not.
No,
I
thank
think it's
you.
like Chipotle.
No,
They make
it's
it
not.
fresh.
It's
Chipotle,
microwave.
you watch them make it. I had Chipotle for lunch.
Oh, we had Chipotle the other day for dinner. Chipotle is good.
I don't. eat
There's not
Chipotle
enough
that
variety. There's other burrito places that actually Moe's is better than
good.
Chipotle.
Welcome to Moe's.
Yeah, Moe's is better than Chipotle. We just got a copyright strike because you said welcome to Moe's.
Probably. I actually did like my heart just skipped a beat.
When I said that,
Yeah, I don't know what did. I was like, I did you see how quickly I looked at my phone? I was like, what the Jesus, I don't know why that was so terrifying.
we've had multiple.
We just got a copyright strike.
We've had multiple copyright strikes, but I appealed every single one of them. We won the appeals.
I mean, what is going on?
The decision is nuts. We're just still waiting for a decision here.
This is how they pay for that ref cam.
The scariest copyright strike we got was that video clip we did of
Who's it, Miami?
Tim Elliott talking the smack oats. This is where I was saying all those fights were.
I've been there.
It's a great. I mean, this place is great. I don't know why they have the weird fast forward time lapse camera.
We went to the steakhouse that's in the casino. It's pretty good.
I've actually only ever eaten in the cafeteria, or like not the cafeteria, the food court.
It doesn't surprise me.
Look at the strike differentials.
Jesus.
Yeah, Roy McDonald got smoked. Let's just make sure.
That wasn't the strike totals. That was some of one of the weird calculations. It was like fighter performance. The max score was 100.
Oh, verdict. This is that company that all those people own a part of. There we go.
Look at that guy. Jesus Christ. They got it. Look, they're covering up the cup. They don't want you to see it. If those scorecards go away, Americans going to get
poor Rory McDonald.
The surprise of a lifetime here. Watch this when those scorecards go away. What's the first thing you see?
Hopefully, Ray Cooper's hand raised so our buddy Hilario can cash out. So we're just waiting on the decision, and Ray Cooper wins. Pretty obvious decision. If he didn't win, it would have been insane. So Ray Cooper wins. Great night of fights, guys. Thanks for everybody who hung out. Some of you have been here for a very long time. That's Magomed.
You just won, yeah. I was like, he looks familiar.
Yeah.
I think he shaved his beard. He trimmed it.
I have no idea. But either way, congrats, Hilario. Hilario just cashed in big time. Congrats to you, man.
Hopefully we can get that membership.
That's a lot of money, which we'll be waiting.
Hopefully,
we'll be waiting for the membership. That's a lot of money. Everybody else, thanks for hanging out. Jesse, Logan, thanks for the super chat.
Love
Joe,
you, boo-boo.
Thanks for hanging out. Hilario,
Love
congrats.
You,
everybody else, thank you all very much. This is a weird week. Did a couple of interviews. Check those out. They're actually really good.
Great, sweetie.
Back to normal on Tuesday with our live stream fight breakdown. We'll see you guys then.